Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Hello.
Hey, everyone.
How are you? Can you
Good.
not
How are
hear
you?
me? What?
There, now I can hear you. You sounded like you were far away.
No, I'm right.
Okay.
I haven't even
This is the
moved.
ASMR. This is the ASMR life.
Hi, it's Jen
No.
Lou. I'm here to give you your true crime and chill,
Y'all,
motherfuckers.
guess what? I'm not good at ASMR, okay? That's not my thing.
Oh, let me say hi to you people. Hey, Heather, whatever, nonstop mom, cool gamer, Amelia Sparkles, Corky, Michelle, B are the star. Nadine, hello. Sky Flashed, how you guys doing? Cement Shoes, hey. How's everybody doing? I hope I didn't miss anybody. I scrolled kind of fast. I don't think I did. If I did, I'm sorry. Okay, before we start, I just want to give a little update. Little Olivia Chicky Nuggy Pot Pie is home from the hospital. She had a
Yay.
little boo boo on her foot. It looked like a little bruise. And then the next day, it looked like this is a big red mark, this big red spot, and it was warm to the touch. So Elizabeth took her in, and she had cellulitis, which is uncommon for I've never heard of it in anybody that was not on my 600-pound life, but it
Oh,
is part
gee.
of. I'm serious. It's part of her autoimmune situation. So bless her little heart. Yeah, but she's fine. She's gotten, she wouldn't put any weight on it at first and all that. So she got a IV antibiotics, and then they sent her home with antibiotics. And by the end of her stay at the hospital, she was running around with her hospital gown over her head. So she's doing much better, and she is holly and jolly and ready for Santa. I
Well, that's
also
good
want
that
to thank,
antibiotics help so fast.
yes, 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 yes. And I also want to thank everyone who has shared, who has donated, who has prayed, who has sent me words of encouragement for all of us, for Olivia, for me, for Elizabeth. We appreciate it more than I can express because I'm not really good with feelings, as you guys all know. Hi, Jennifer the hooligan. But know that I do feel all of the warm and fuzzies in my cold black heart. I feel like the Grinch must have felt when his heart grew 2 sizes bigger that day. So that's how I feel. It's just very difficult for me to
Sorry.
express it in a way that um, exudes warm and fuzzy. This is me being warm and fuzzy. Okay? Okay. So there you have it. But tonight is this is Christine G's pick. She found this. Christine, why don't you tell
Y'all.
the folks what you did find, ma'am?
Oh my gosh, y'all. First of all, I cannot believe that I've managed to keep this a secret for so many days besides Jen, because I've literally watched this maybe 4 times now, and every time is just as great as the last time. This lady is out of control. But shout out to Law Talk with Mike, who this video came from. I did email him to ask him his permission to like restream it, but cut out his commentary and give him credit. He didn't answer. I think he saw the email, but did not respond. But he's also this kind of channel that reacts to other channels too. So you won't see any of his commentary. I did my best to cut it out, but on the video, you might see him or like some comments his chat was giving him. But otherwise, all of that's cut out, and it's just going to be me and Jen reacting. And Jen hasn't seen it yet, and I cannot wait.
I like you guys know like I've only watched like 2 minutes max. Christine has been saying to me almost every day this week, "Hey, Did you watch a little bit of it? You should watch a little bit of it. Did you watch it? You should watch it. And I was like, no, because you know how I just like to react in the moment. I don't like to
You don't even. Oh my God! You have no
I know,
idea
and
what
I
you
can't.
even.
Oh, you changed your profile picture. You look adorable. I should have changed mine, but I'm
Oh,
too lazy.
yeah, my friend made this for me.
Did she?
She
She
did.
must have gotten some hints and tips and tricks.
From someone fantastic, probably. I'm welcome.
Couple somebody sent fantastics because Dr. B helped me too. She has given me a ton. Hey, Shmeda.
Shmeda.
She's given me a ton of tips and tricks, and but between the both of you, I'm well schooled now. I feel like. So
Okay, so I bet we get to minute. I bet we don't make it to minute 3. I don't. Let's take
it's
bets
like that.
on if we make it to minute 1, 60 seconds. Okay.
All right. I don't have anything to bet. I'm broke. All right, here we go. And I'm not betting my party tit. Those are only special bets. No bets.
Oh
I
yeah.
know
So
I can
everybody
win.
go check out Law Talk with Mike. Thank you, Law Talk with Mike.
His
All
link is
credit
in
to
the
him.
description. Oh, look what Shmeda did, you guys. Shmeda gifted 5 memberships. Yay, Shmeda. Thank you so much. Look at Shmeda. Let's see who got one. Nonstop Mom.
Jen Lou.
How am I? Bessie Cakes.
Jen Lou
Recliner
doesn't even
Detective.
subscribe to
Jen Lou is not even in the freaking chat.
Jen Lou's
bruh.
such a hater.
Jen Lou's the worst. I don't know how people even deal with her ratchet ass. I can't stand that girl. Should I turn on the subtitles?
Yeah. So and the man in the bottom right bottom right corner is like the petitioner. This is just only for a temporary TPO. This whole video. This woman's just out of control, but he's a little hard to understand, but he just lets her like bury herself. So the few words that he does say, you'll catch on. So don't worry about it. This judge is amazing though. Okay, let's go.
All right, hit it. Oh, let me make sure I even have the
Miss Porter. All right. Raise your right hand, sir, ma'am. Both of you raise your right hands. Swear affirm testimony you're about to give is the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth. Ma'am? Sir? Yes. Ma'am? Take yourself off mute. I need an answer.
Yes.
All right.
First of all, let's
maybe we should hear from Miss Millard first. I don't know what.
We're at 42. You're correct. The face that she's making. Hi, Sam. First of all, the face she's making. And I have to assume that is she the petitioner or the respondent up in this mug?
She's
What's
the
going on?
Respondent. Oh my God,
okay,
just come
that
on.
explains the stank face. Okay, don't be rushing me, Christine G. Also, I put the channel that this came from in the description. His link is in there.
Mr. Shaw, Miss Porter, what do y'all think?
Miss Millard has been witness to a very material admission by the defendant, so that might not be a bad thing to get started with.
All
How
right.
about we get started with Mr. Montanat does not live at 756 Ormwood Avenue. I live at 754 Ormwood Avenue, and he's just trying to inconvenience me.
So, Miss Porter, how about we let me run my courtroom and I hear from Miss Millard first?
Yeah,
she's an officer of the court.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Miss Millard.
So prior to today, I had prepared all of my notes and I had concerns going into it, but I think the most material fact comes from our breakout room that we had earlier today, where Miss Porter said that she planned to kidnap the child and leave the country and not return and claim asylum. And when Mr.
That's
Shaw,
absolutely not true. I tape everything. I tape everything.
Go
I
ahead,
was referring to.
Go ahead, Miss Millard.
I was.
Go ahead, Miss Millard.
Mute her.
so in the breakout room, she said she was going to take the child and leave the country. And then Mr. Shaw said, wait, let me make sure I understand, repeated the statement to her. She confirmed that, yes, she said that. She plans to take the child, leave the country, and claim asylum.
Wait a minute. Let me stop you right there.
out the gate.
I have many concerns. First
out
of
the
all,
gate.
ma'am, what country are you going to run to that's going to
Oh, we
give
get
you
there.
asylum from the United States?
We get there.
We're not at war. What are you talking about? You need to stop already.
But honestly, I think that's probably the most concerning right
Yes,
now.
it's all
I can get into
concerning.
the other ones, but like I said, that's the most concerning for the immediate issue.
Where's those children?
Mr. Shaw, anything?
Yeah, the basis for our claim is a commission of a felony. She was supposed to keep the child in Florida, or she had custody for the summer
here
till
we
July
go.
18th. She did not return the child. She was in
Christine, why you didn't lead with this is motherfucking Florida?
Well, they're in Georgia actually, but they were in Florida or something when she wouldn't give the kid back.
I
Florida.
I wish y'all
We'll
could see
present
my
her
face
text
now. My
messages
smile
with the
is so
date
big.
when she's still in Florida as of
Okay.
July 5. So she committed the felony of interstate interference of custody /C-2, part of the statute.
Oh dear.
Thereafter, she finally returned the child, and parenting time resumed. Then on August 12th, she refused to return the child to Mr. Mangineth again. She refused to put the child in school. The police came, and
The
she refused
Popos
to
got
give the
involved?
child back to the police.
Oh
The
dear.
police, this report will indicate that they thought she was not mentally well. It wasn't until August 17th that after the TPO was served on her and she had held Wyatt out of school during that period of time, that Mr. Mangineth got his child back.
Oh, thanks,
And
Momo.
we are asking
Good to
for
see you, babe.
a protective order on the basis of the felony, and now the threat of
Make sure
kidnapping,
y'all
which
give
I
your
believe
girl
is another
thumbs up.
felony. And this isn't a first-time issue. She has done this before in
Oh,
the
she got the
past.
history of being
In fact, we were in front of
local?
you back in
Okay.
February or
Okay.
March of 2021 when she accused my client of sexually molesting and physically
Oh, dear.
harming Wyatt. She ended up dismissing that TPO because of no evidence, and actually the police report and the pediatrician refuted her claims. And
Where's her lawyer? Does she have a lawyer?
the judgment and decree
Nope.
that was found by
Oh,
Fulton County
dear.
Superior Court after a full hearing stated he has a problem with the truth.
Y'all, let me just give y'all some free advice, okay? When you get a summons to something court related, wherein you are a respondent in something court related, don't go pro se. Get an attorney, especially if the other person has an attorney. Okay, that's all.
And should not have the for extended periods. All this behavior is consistent. And so what I'm going to do is just put my client up, put up the text messages real quick.
Okay,
And
let's see
we're asking
those.
for a restraining order. I do not believe
Hey,
it's
I'm
safe
5,
for this
6,
child to
7,
be
8.
with
Good to
her,
see you, babe.
both because she's a flight risk, as
Yeah.
she specified, and because we don't know what she's telling this child anymore.
The police reports from the incident in Florida, the final decree, and then a contact log, among other things, from the elementary school. And based on, and this is all one-sided because mom hadn't even talked to me prior to this. But based on what I saw, just from like setting aside anything that dad told me, from what I reviewed, I had concerns about allowing the child to go with mom for any
Marcy's
amount
the
of
guardian ad
visitation
litem.
at this point, given
I figured that she was there
what I've learned in
advocating
the
for the
newness
child
of
or
the
children.
case, but the allegation, the statements during the breakout room caused me additional significant concern.
All right, Mr. Shaw, you want to call your client first, or?
Yeah, I'll put up Mr. Man. For Shayla, could you pronounce your name for us? I'm sure I'm getting it wrong as well.
Sure. Shailesh.
Shailesh. Okay. Do I have Mangineth right?
Yeah, Manjanath.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me stop you right there. First of all, how you don't know how to pronounce your client's name? You bet. I bet you how to cash your check. I'd be pissed if my
I've watched
attorney
this
did
4 times. I don't know how to
nonsense.
pronounce his name.
Thank you, Mr. Shaw.
All right.
Yeah, but you're not being paid by him. If you were, yeah, his name is Shailesh. That's what he said. Listen, if you were paying me and I didn't know how to pronounce your name after all this time, sounds like they've been going at it for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And this is terrible.
I'm
Just
gonna
terrible.
first show you a text message. Let me get it open here.
Oh, for Pete's sake. You didn't have your
Let's see.
screenshots ready, sir?
Okay, first, you guys each filed criminal interference with custody against each other in 2021, correct?
That's correct. Yes.
And that had to do with the mess out of a remitter. Was it returned or not from the appellate court? And you guys settled that matter, correct?
Correct. Yes.
And during that settlement, she got parenting time up through July 18th, correct?
That's correct. Yes.
And then she was supposed to return the child to you thereafter, correct?
That's correct. Yes.
Okay. Now, there's multiple emails, but I think we just need to put up the ones that prove the case.
Perfect.
Let's see if I get this whole thing. Well, I could scroll through it. Let me, okay, hit share screen.
Ma'am, your face is way
Oops,
too
hold on. Let me
aggressive
put this on a
already. You're
different
just showing
page. I have too many
emails. You
screens.
wrote these. This is your
There you go.
communications.
Okay, I have
Okay,
this
here
marked
we
as
go.
Finds Exhibit 24, and don't worry about the numbers. I just had a problem with my numbering system resetting it.
You're also
Right.
sharing
Mr.
every file that you have
Magina,
on
could you
your computer.
identify this text message and the dates? I mean, they're dated, but just the year as well.
Huh?
Yes.
Okay, what is this text
He's
message?
asking
First,
you what
who's it
they are.
between?
Oh, geez.
So it's between, yeah, me and Miss Porter. So I was trying to get the child back because he was supposed to be returned on 7/18 as per the agreement from the summer parenting time that we set for during the mediation and what was agreed upon in the mediation agreement
Hey, Amanda,
as
L,
part
good
of
to
the
see you.
criminal warrant case that was settled. So I was trying to get the child back, and like I kept trying 10 days later, and she kept on insisting, giving reasons that she's being investigated by the Florida
Well, hold on,
CPS.
we'll get into that. I just want to go on this document. So these are communications from July 22nd through July 25th of 2022, correct?
Correct, yes.
All right. And so first we did a tender 24.
Any objections to 24? You're on mute, Miss Porter.
I've stated my objection. This doesn't mean anything.
That's not a valid objection.
Material evidence is not appropriate. He's talking about orders here and departmental things. He can't give testimony when official reports would do.
Yeah, Momo, I just be having randoms
There are no official
on panel.
reports
I'm gonna
regarding
sort-
text exchanges
Maybe
between the
that's
two
what I
of you,
should
but
do.
nice
Hold on a
try.
second.
Oh, it gets worse. But I mean,
Maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I should put my skills as a person to good use and just start settling some of this drama on the YouTubes. You can all just come up here and have your case settled here in our forum.
Oh,
Jenno's court. Can you imagine?
You'd be working till you're 87.
Oh, I'd never stop working,
you
and
were
I'm sure
right there. I
everybody would
knew.
just-
I knew we were in.
I could just say there's a warrant out for his arrest.
Oh, okay. That's
People do that all the time. It's a text message he's testifying about.
People do that all the time.
Yes, he's texting. It doesn't say, it says my
English.
name, but it doesn't identify me. And he's talking about, he wants you to, so it's hearsay.
I put that.
I don't say that it's me. And
I don't say that it's me.
in this court, in this very court, he has been caught fabricating text messages.
he has.
Now, I would like my objection to be heard. You've heard it by Bradley,
Watch.
Brad, what's my attorney's name?
I don't know, man.
McDonald.
Oh, okay.
Just a few months ago, Shaw pulled the same thing. It's been over 30 days. He has to refile.
No, ma'am, we started the hearing. Once we
I
started.
made the objection last time.
You don't interrupt the
Denied.
court.
This is why I record things. This is why I record
Denied.
things.
Your objection was denied. We started the hearing. It's good. Evidence is admitted. Objection overruled. Go ahead, Mr. Shaw.
All right. And in the middle here, she
Oh,
is
dear.
testifying about We're still waiting for Atlanta PD to make a welfare check to ensure the children arrive safely to Atlanta. Florida can then release the case to Atlanta and close it in Florida. And then on the 25th, you wrote back, please exchange wide. He was supposed to be returned back in 7/18/22, correct?
Correct, yes.
All right. To your knowledge, was she still in Florida at this point in time?
Yes,
Even as a 7/22 would have been 4 days beyond her time, parenting time, correct?
correct, yes,
And
That math,
7/25
though.
would have been a week beyond parenting time, correct?
correct, yes.
That's correct.
All right. When did she actually
10 days.
finally
We already
return
established this.
Wyatt to you?
Okay.
On July 28th.
To July 28th. All right.
So
So that's 24. Now, you guys.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
that's 10 days past the child's parenting contract crap.
And what does this have to do with the
All of it.
TPO?
Because
Because the last time you said you are
A
not afraid of me harming Wyatt.
let me just
beating him.
explain it to you. What they're alleging here, ma'am, is that you're a psycho hose beast who cannot follow any type of court orders, including a parenting plan that you agreed to. And that's why they're filed this TPO against you. That's really the
What does this
essence and
prior
crux.
kidnapping have to do with the future kidnappings?
What does this prior kidnapping have to do with the recent kidnapping? This is inadmissible.
Or taking him out of the state. I have it on video. I
Okay.
record everything.
You recorded yourself
I need to
committing kidnapping.
explain my legal argument to you. You can
No,
argue your case and your own.
I'm asking you a question.
You
I
can't
did not
ask
need to
Mr. Shaw a
respond to it.
question. He's the lawyer. Please go ahead. And
Oh,
he's in the middle of his
sweet
direct examination of his.
Yeah, you just don't get to start a conversation with opposing counsel mid testimony.
No,
That's
you
not
don't.
how this works.
No, it's
Fine,
not.
Ms.
Not at
Porter.
all.
Go ahead,
Not even
Mr. Shaw.
close.
And if your objection is relevance, it's overruled. Go ahead, Mr. Shaw.
Well,
All right,
her
just give me a
objection
second.
was
I'm trying
irrelevant
to-
too.
Just get the key communications here.
It's just that he talked about missing school
Oh,
and now
sweet
it's
Jesus.
changed. So what is the basis for this protection order? It has not been articulated.
That is what they're trying to do, Miss Porter. If you would let him finish. Go ahead, Mr. Shaw.
All right.
But is it not supposed to have been documented? Do I not have anything to prepare?
Whose side?
Miss Porter, I don't understand what you're saying. Mr. Shaw's going to present his case, then you'll get to present your side.
And then I'll
Go
make
ahead,
a decision.
Dawn.
but
What
I'm
is the basis?
Miss Porter,
Are we just
I'm gonna tell you right now. This is what's gonna happen, Miss Porter. He's gonna present his side. You're gonna present your side, and then the judge is gonna rule. But I'm telling you right now, shit don't look good, ma'am. Because you acting a straight fool, and we're only 12 minutes and 11 seconds in of a 1 hour, 53 minutes and 33 second Zoom meeting.
She's not
So
even going hard yet.
It's going sideways all fucking ready, ma'am.
finding a claim in the middle of this?
Porter, he is explaining the basis. If you would please
What
pay.
was the basis for the temporary order that made this possible?
Oh,
I thought it was
Jesus
something
H.
else. I was told it was something else.
Just mute her, Your
What is
Honor.
it?
Just
All right,
mute
do
her.
you see Plaintiff's Exhibit 16?
I do. Go ahead.
All right, this was the, and you can confirm for me, Mr. Manzanev, this was the memo of
Stop,
understanding
Mom.
where you both settled your respective criminal interference of
Put her
custody
in another
actions,
courtroom and
correct?
give her some
That's correct,
boxes.
yes.
And this was entered as a modification of the
Hey,
parenting plan
Vincent's missing
for the
ear.
summer
Long
of
time no
2022,
see.
correct?
That's correct, yes.
All right, and it says here, mother shall have the child from July 1 to July 18th, correct?
That's correct, yes.
And she kept the child above and beyond that, correct?
Miss Porter,
correct, yes.
if you're not
And you were to
keeping
have
up,
the child from
this is the
July 18th
basis
to
right
July
here.
31, correct?
Correct,
You
yes.
kept the
And you
child
didn't
longer
get him
than you
till
were
July
supposed
28th,
to.
correct?
That's correct.
All right, we tender Plaintiff's Exhibit 16.
Looks like it's a document of the court. I'll take judicial notice. It's admitted.
Okay,
Oh,
let me find the next document here. While I'm
Mr.
doing
Shaw,
this, you could explain to the court.
Hang on
Now,
just a
what
second.
happened beginning August 12th?
Mr. Shaw, if you ever need to know how to share your screen without sharing all your fucking documents there, just call me. I'll help you. All right. That's all I wanted to say. This is
In
very
regards to your
irresponsible,
parenting
Mr. Shaw.
time with Wyatt.
Oh, for
Yeah, on
Pete's
August
sake. We're busy.
12th,
We don't need it at
so,
this
you know,
time.
school
Thank you,
started on
Christine
August,
G.
I believe, 8th or 9th,
Right on that
Just doing their
that
job.
Monday.
Good job.
And then I had him from Monday to Wednesday. And Wednesday, like she was
Right,
supposed to
Tony?
pick him up from school, but she did not. So school called me, ended up picking him up from school
Let
and
me
asked
just say
her
this to
if
the box.
she wants to come and
Everybody
pick him
is
up for
exactly
parenting
where the
time.
fuck
She
they
did
want to
not.
be. Stop
So I
trying
ended
to
up
steal my
keeping him,
thunder.
and Thursday is when
Look at her,
her
she's
boyfriend
recording.
came and picked our son from school. And after that, he was never sent to school the Friday, because Friday I was supposed to again pick him up for my parenting time. So he was never sent to school on
I don't know.
Friday,
How
the
long were
following
they even
Monday,
Are you hearing what
Tuesday,
he's saying?
and Wednesday.
She kept
Yes.
him out of
TPO
school. She
said
didn't
is
even
when I
send him
Yes.
to
got the child
school.
back and was
No,
able to send him
she's
back to school.
terrible,
Okay, I'm
clearly.
going to show the points. It's Exhibit 20. Can you see that?
No. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, could you identify that document?
Yeah, this is a text message between me and Ms. Porter.
All right, and first we tender points is 20.
Any objections?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear him.
Oh,
I'm tendering points is 20.
There's no identification of who this is. Is this Valerie Reporter? What is this?
he
I
just said
object to the authenticity.
it's
Authenticity.
authenticity.
I also object to the content is not relevant to a Florida investigation.
Did you?
I don't
You under
understand
the
how
cups,
this
ma'am?
ties into.
What time is
He's
it
not
where you're
allowed to
at?
file modifications anymore because he's filed several, and he's trying to do a runaround.
All right, well,
It's
That's not a
Go ahead.
legal basis for
all
an
right,
objection.
and this would have been Wednesday, confirmed.
He's got a modification pending, as far as I can tell, and
Sorry, I thought I
there's
cut all
no
of them
legal
out.
concept of a
I'll probably miss
runaround.
them. It's
We
a
get
long
what
video,
you
you
mean
guys.
euphemistically, but
No, but
it's just
he's
it just
explaining
sounds so
some
silly.
For me,
backstory,
'cause
which is
The
important.
12th,
So
was Friday the 13th?
overruled.
That is, let me check. I think, yes. Let me check.
So this would have been Wednesday, the 17th. This would be Wednesday the 17th.
Yeah, the day, this was, may I know why, the FaceTime thing was Tuesday night.
Okay, and then on here, you're asking her, may I ask why
Oh,
Wyatt
look
is
at
not in
these
school today?
screenshots.
Can I
I'm very
FaceTime with
concerned
him?
about the
Yeah, that
battery.
was on August 16th, the Tuesday.
And
Charge your
her
phone.
response was, you refused to-
Objection. Where does that say
Oh,
August
dear.
16? It can say these can be dated. We can't. You need to actually submit the dated ones. This is
Oh,
parallel
now
evidence.
you know the law now?
It's not. It is not. He has laid the foundation. Go ahead.
No, it's not. This is technically
Oh,
Wednesday, so
Jesus.
that means just a couple days ago.
All right, well, she responded back to your request, why is he not
Do you
in
understand
school?
what I'm saying?
No.
That does not say that date.
Who talks to? Okay, hold on. Let me say
On
something.
Wednesday, you
Let me
refused to
pause
make any
this.
arrangement that would make that possible.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
My biggest takeaway from all of this was I don't know if y'all have ever been in front of a judge for like anything, but like
I have. Hey,
when
LFT. Good to see you.
even
babe.
for a ticket, it's intimidating. You like your nerves, you feel kind of shaky just for any reason. It's just like just the environment is intimidating. I cannot imagine having the gall to talk to a judge like that. And this is like my whole takeaway with the whole thing. It was just like I cannot believe she talks
She
like
has
this to the
some
judge.
nerve. She really does. I have to. I mean, I'm glad
It's
she
good-
did because it's entertaining as fuck, but it was stupid as hell, ma'am. I have to say.
It makes you wonder about her mental health, honestly, like that she's not
It's
understanding that.
I mean, you cannot be disrespectful to the court. That's just the way that it is. That's how it goes. I mean, when I went before a judge for the very first time when I was 19 for custody of my oldest son, and I was just a kid, but even I knew you got to shut your mouth and act right and behave.
Correct?
Correct.
All right, he did not show up for school until you got him back, correct, from the
That
sheriff?
is correct. Yes. Yes.
Do you know what she was talking about when she says you refuse to make any arrangements that would make that possible?
I mean, I guess she was mad that, school was chained and
Now, you guys,
she was
I
trying
see
to
15
negotiate
thumbs
for me
up,
to
and
send
there's
him to the old
33 of
school,
you
which I
jokers in
kept telling
chat.
her,
Come on.
like, I moved residences,
You
I
can do
cannot
better than
really
this.
send him to that school and they will not take him. And I'm just following the final divorce degree, which states that he needs to go to the school in where dad resides.
All right. Now, has she in the past held Wyatt out of school in a similar manner?
Yes.
When was that?
It's been multiple times, sometimes on the pretext that he's sick when he's not sick, or stating that COVID or others in the household has COVID. Sometimes it's just been like them, or one last year it was when she made like false allegations, denied her appeal.
Has she
Oh,
taken the
dear.
child out of state in the past and refused to return him on time?
Yes, she has.
When was that?
That
July.
was again in summer of 2020. She took him to like Florida, and we had to file a emergency
Objection,
motion
this
to
has
get
been
the child
litigated.
back.
I prevailed. I prevailed.
am-
Stop it.
I'm
Just
just putting this in to show repeated behavior. and
Yeah, but
that
I
doesn't happen
prevailed.
again.
I prevailed on that. He was shown to be a liar.
What?
I don't
It was
think so.
another non. Stop it. Stop it.
Thank you.
Stop it.
So this is something you expect
Go
to be
ahead,
in the
please.
future, Mr. Mangineth?
Yeah, this has been a repeated behavior. Whenever I send a child, I do not know if he'll be sent to school. If I
Does
do
the
not know if
judge
he'll
have
come back
blue
for my
hair?
parenting time. I just have to live in
No.
that fear of like, how do I get my
What's
son
happening
back?
here?
And
Let me.
you know, it's just hard, and it's been
I
like
only
3 years on this
exported
parenting
the
plan.
video at a lower
It's hard to
quality so
make
it would
this
go
sport
faster.
follow
Okay,
a basic
Jen Lou?
parenting plan, let
Okay,
alone like,
all
you know, being
right.
paid child support, or make
This isn't
attempts to
usually.
attend
This isn't
co-parenting
usually your.
sessions, or
I'm just
apply for a
shocked. That's
passport
all.
for our son. It's just hard to like get her to follow just like basic parenting schedule, or send him to like
Well,
school.
let me ask you, because we're in a TPO case. Now in Florida, when she
Yeah.
was there in July, the police,
Objection. How would Mr. Monch not know I'm in Florida? I don't understand.
She's
Okay,
gonna
Is
go
there a
first of
to
all-
foundation?
First of all, ma'am, we can all hear you very, very well. And I don't find your objection more relevant, or I'm not leaning towards ruling in your favor because you put your whole face in the fucking camera. I don't need to see your pores to understand your objection. Overruled.
For it.
when she was in Florida, did she communicate
Look
to
at the
you
judge.
that
The judge
police
is
got
over it.
involved
Yeah,
with
she
her
sent
and
an
your
email.
son?
Yeah, there's a
All right.
police report which says that she's in Florida.
All right, and
Where's that police report? Objection. Hearsay.
Oh boy.
did that investigation involve?
Objection. Hearsay.
You have to
Did
let
that
him answer.
investigation involve issues regarding passports and international travel issues?
Oh,
Yes.
All right, that's consistent
Here she
with
goes.
the threat that you didn't hear that today, but
You know,
Mr.
I'm-
Martin and I heard today
She's
that
like
she
every
would
other
seek
Karen.
asylum elsewhere and take your son,
Your
correct?
fingers are all in front of the camera, ma'am. What are you
That's
doing?
correct.
Miss Millar, you need to tell the truth. I record everything.
Oh my God.
All right, Your
Oh
Honor,
my
that's
God.
our case.
Marcy.
Here's what I'm going to do, because no, what you
Look at
need to
face,
do,
it's so
Miss
red.
Porter, is to be
Look at face.
quiet.
Yes, tell her.
I'm
Your
going
Honor.
to walk away for a second
Yes.
because I need a few minute break.
Me too.
I need
Look
you
how
to
mad
read
she
that
is.
email. It was about you recusing yourself, which you may need to do.
Oh dear.
Oh gosh.
I will admit she sent me a threatening email last week.
This is off the record.
What was it?
And
Read
then-
it.
Oh dear.
I will read it in the future if necessary.
Hey, everybody.
This is do not
All right.
record.
So,
All right. Go
she's
ahead.
ready, or he's ready to be cross-examined.
Oh God.
Charlotte, where do you live?
I just sold my house, so I moved to 45 Battle Ridge Avenue, but the
When
house
did
is
you move?
sorry.
When did you move?
No, it's been
Your Honor, I'm going to object to the relevance. If she wants to file contempt in a 30-day notice, that's fine, but that's nothing to do with these proceedings.
No, I'm asking
No, I'm going to do
you
my job, Miss Porter.
because
What?
on his application, he has one
Porter,
address.
you are going to let me talk.
Mute her, Your Honor.
I don't care when he moves.
He
If that's
doesn't want.
Miss Porter, if that is something in the divorce, you can file a contempt in that. Right now, there's a protective place, and I am not going to make him divulge where he's living under the guise of there being a protective order in place.
Good job.
Next question.
There you go. Handle
The
up on
question
her
has
ass.
to do with, did you tell me that you moved and that Wyatt changed school?
That does not matter under this, ma'am. That would be under
How
your.
does that not matter? He's trying to say that I didn't take Wyatt to school.
No, Mr. Shaw's objection is sustained. Next question.
Did you present an obstacle to me taking Wyatt to school?
No, you had him with you. You could have always taken him to school. You know where his school was.
Did you refuse to tell me your address so that we could make an exchange?
No, you know
Did
where.
you refuse to pick your son up from my house?
The court order says that the exchange has to be a public place, which has to be in between both our residences. So I'm not going to come to your place.
Did you refuse to go to a public space?
I did not
No.
refuse.
All right. Since Mr. Shaw lied to me
Uh-oh.
about all of this, I will have to take some time and I looked through all this garbage.
Oh dear.
And
Oh my.
if you're going to
garbage
legally
now.
hold the hearing, I'm going to ask for a continuance because this is
Wait a minute.
he moved. He did
Okay.
not tell me. I will have
Ma'am,
to call.
ma'am. You can't get halfway through your fucking cross-examination of the witness and then ask for a damn ass continuance, bitch. That's not even in the vicinity of how this
All
works.
this garbage.
You've been an asshole since the second you fucking turned on your camera. No, overruled. No continuance. We're getting this over and done with today, right now. In fact,
I will call the Wyatt social worker. Wyatt's social
Oh,
worker
dear.
advised me not to take him to school because
Oh.
Shane
No, she
has
didn't.
Do you have
previously,
any more
a shot has
questions?
been
Ms. Porter, do
sanctioned.
you have any more questions for him?
I request
If you-
time.
If you have questions for him, ask questions, please.
Mr. Shaw gave me completely different evidence and not this. I'm just requesting time to find emails to show him.
You can use that in your case.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Ask
He said that he did not refuse to go to a public place. I wish to dispute that.
Oh, well, you can do that when it's your turn
Well,
to
present your evidence when it's your turn. Right now, do you have any questions for him?
Why
Not
are-
Mr. Shaw.
Let me just say this. Why are we not funding Jen Lou's trip to be an attorney?
We should.
We should be. Think of all the value I could bring to the YouTubes if I was a full-on attorney.
I want to ask him, so I don't have to get him to authenticate anything.
You can't ask Mr. Shaw any questions. You can ask Mr. Shaw.
I am asking him. What do you mean?
Oh,
Ask a
Jesus.
question.
To your ex.
Ask a question, please.
I've asked you a question for continuance. If you won't address the fact that this is over 30 days and
Oh,
not
sweet
lawful,
Jesus. This is going swimmingly,
Mhm.
ma'am.
Denied. We
Boom.
started the hearing. I put Ms. Millard in place to do something because I didn't want to bring this child in here and put
I
this child.
checked and you were incorrect. I was not served.
Oh,
I apologize.
sweet
There is a
Jesus.
delay. I don't know when I'm interrupting you.
Hey, Joan. Hey,
Ask your next
DC.
question, ma'am.
Good to see both of you guys.
All right, I'll show you a video. Have you ever tried to kidnap Wyatt while he was at my house?
No,
Do you have a girlfriend?
What?
I object to the relevance of girlfriend.
Sure is.
Not relevant.
Completely irrelevant.
I'll show you a video and
Oh,
I'm going to ask
Jesus.
you, you're in it. And it includes a woman who forced her way into my home.
You can't
and
tell
tried
him what's
to-
in the
and
video. You have to
explicitly
just
said
show him the
that
video.
She
Oh,
wanted
Jesus
to
H. Christ. Even I know this.
see if you were, I'm going to see if you recall this. You were pretty
Okay.
intoxicated. You
Oh.
might not.
I'm going to object to the video unless it shows specifically, not just that he might have a girlfriend, but it shows the woman doing what she alleges she's doing.
Sorry. What's the objection?
Judge,
Tell me
did you
what this video is going to show. Before you show it, tell me what this video is going to show.
It's about a 2-minute video. I've submitted it. You guys had it for about 3 weeks.
I do not look.
It shows a woman that that Shane lives with, and that said she was going to kill me. Which backs up my claim.
Oh dear.
And then Shane also agrees he's going to kill me in front of Wyatt while they try and take Wyatt.
Oh dear.
And then she breaks into my house.
You have all of this on
And
video?
I try to stop her. I'm wearing a heart monitor because I
Nobody
suffer from
cares
COVID.
about your heart
And
monitor.
this is just one example of the things I live with all the time.
Uh-huh.
Well,
And
COVID
Does
made you a
the video
bitch.
demonstrate any of this, or does it just show that he has a girlfriend that may live with him?
it demonstrates it all.
Oh, let's
What
see
is
it.
There's an email.
Does this show him doing anything?
Yes, it shows him, and then it shows. I want to show an email where he describes what happened, so that I can show you. I said that he has an alcohol problem. I can
Your
show you
Mercy's
the
face.
difference between
Oh,
what memory
sweet
is of it
Jesus.
and what actually transpired,
Okay.
which is stark.
Oh, you don't
I-
say. Well, roll
I-
that
my
beautiful
life is
bean footage
threatened.
then,
If
man.
you're not
Just
interested in my
look,
life being
don't
threatened,
sing, bring it.
I will say
He's
that
drinking.
3
Look
years
what you've done to the
ago, I was
lawyer.
not able to get a restraining order against a stalker who pled guilty to 7
What's she
aggravated
talking about?
Mhm.
Stop. If
And
this,
this ended up.
if this has nothing to do with this case, I don't want it. This case, please, this
Yeah,
case. If you have a
focus.
question for him, please ask it. If you have evidence that you're going to show something you need Mr. Shaw to see, send it to him so that he can look at it.
He's had it available for well over.
Do you have it? Do you know what she's talking about?
Hell no, I don't know what
No,
he's
I
talking
haven't.
He's
about.
seen it. My attorney sent it to him. He knows exactly. He doesn't want you to see
What
it.
attorney?
And send
You
it
don't
to-
have an attorney, and I've received no exhibits from you.
Yes, from Mark Shaw. I mean, Mark
No,
Leback.
Who?
I
There
also
we
sent
go.
it to Marcy.
I thought his
Marcy
name was
got it.
Brad.
Marcy can maybe comment on it. I haven't seen it.
Marcy, do you have any idea what it is talking about?
I received a video like while we were in the hearing. I think I know what she's talking about. It appears to show
Nothing.
dad's girlfriend, dad and dad's girlfriend on a porch.
I uploaded it. It's in the shared file.
I don't
I
look
thought
at
we were
evidence.
allowed to do that. I'm sorry. Are we?
I don't look at evidence. Stop talking. I don't look at evidence until it's presented to the court. Please let Ms. Millard finish.
So it shows dad and girlfriend on what I
Objection. How do we know he's a girlfriend? It's a girlfriend.
Oh, dear God, you said she's a girlfriend.
Thank you.
I'm just saying how ridiculous it is.
What? It's your video.
I guess I'm not sure the purpose of it.
Yeah, for real.
It
I'm not
shows
sure the purpose of
dad
any of this
and
at
girlfriend
this point.
on what I assume to be mom's front porch based on the recording and things that mom is saying. Mom is taking the recording. There are children that are pictured in the
Mhm.
video. I'm not sure.
Oh, you don't remember when she says, "I'm gonna kill you," and I'm so rich, bitch. I'm so rich. I'm gonna kill you. You don't
Okay.
remember that?
Okay,
Then
first
it
of
was
all,
a different one.
let me just stop you right there. I have literally never in all my life heard anybody ever say, "I'm rich, bitch," except for the one and only Miss Lanithia and Nene Leaks from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. But she did not say she was going to KIL anybody. All she wanted to do was tell Kim, that low down monkey with the wig on, that's exactly what she said, that she is rich, bitch. That's what she said. I'm cashing them Trump checks. I highly doubt somebody else said that in any type of serious manner.
And I mean, she may have uploaded a different one. The only one that I
Her
saw was
face.
that one. And like I said, it was coming during the hearing, so I may not have seen it.
Is that relevant to have someone?
I'll watch the video. Play it. Play it.
Just play it. Fuck it.
Go ahead and play it.
You, ma'am.
I'm
She's
kidding.
talking to you.
I want you to get off my property right now.
You're not sharing your screen. All I see is you.
Oh, Jesus. Look at her. She don't give a look at her.
Why are you?
I don't see a video, ma'am. All I see is you. You're not sharing your screen.
Share your. She's just
And you are not sharing your screen. All I see is you.
Excuse me, how do you share your screen?
Oh, sweet Jesus.
There's a share screen down there at the bottom. I cannot give you instructions on how to use Zoom, ma'am. I can't.
You got your phone
It
out.
says
Use
share
Google.
screen, and you
There
can't see
you go.
that.
There you
It's
go.
sharing your screen.
It says it's sharing my screen now.
Right.
It wasn't. Go ahead.
Hit the
When
button.
was this taken? What? Give me some information. When was this taken?
This was taken a month and a half ago.
Oh, well,
Who took the video?
I think I did.
you
Yes,
think
I
you
did.
did? Oh, okay.
Go
She
ahead.
said, yes, I did.
I'm on a vacation. I want you to get off my property right now. I've never met you. I want you off my property right now.
Oh, this isn't going to go the way you think it is, ma'am.
Why are you finally like psychopath?
Her kids are in her house right now.
Right,
I know, I hear them.
You just came over and
Advocate.
out of the blue walked into our house, banging on my bedroom door. I didn't bang on it. I didn't. I have it on. I have it.
By the way, Jen sent you a link.
I didn't come there, so you didn't come upstairs. No, I didn't.
Huh?
Why are you saying that? I walked downstairs. You told me not to talk about it. We want you off the property right now. 911 has been called. Good, call them. Let's go. Let's talk about it. That's not how property works. Everyone walk in right here and let's talk about it. I don't remember. Are you? Because why is this one trick with us?
This is some. Who is everybody drunk in this thing? Because I can't figure out shit. They're gaslighting each other.
7 weeks since you talked to her.
No, the girlfriend's kids are inside playing with the son right now. So her kids are in the
Very
crazy
upset
lady's
and
house.
crying.
Oh
Tell
my
me about it.
stars.
Tell me about it. Tell me. So he's been upset and crying? Yes. Tell me all about it. You think you know what's going on? You think you know what's going on? I don't care what's going on. I don't like bright light being shined in my eyes. Then get off the property. You're not supposed to be on here. Well, my children are in your house. How you brought them in, you lunatic woman? Okay.
Well, listen to the projection. She keeps calling the other woman a lunatic who's sitting there acting calm as a cucumber.
Child, you need to go.
I don't know about calm as a cucumber, but she's calmer than the other one.
Child.
She's more of a Susan than a Karen.
Because that is crazy as shit.
She said,
Oh.
child, you need to
You
go.
are intoxicated. You are very clearly intoxicated.
Oh, okay. I can't wait. So I'm waiting for the police to stop. We're gonna
Who's
wait
smoking?
for the police to stop.
And this is what you put your children through.
Oh, sweet Jesus. This is a whole ass mess, y'all.
Miss Porter, I'm going to interrupt you. I didn't hear anybody threaten your life.
I didn't either.
You were talking in the middle of it.
Oh, I'm talking.
Oh,
No,
Jesus.
when you just said I'm going to interrupt you, that's when she said
Okay, well, rewind it and let me hear where she says I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
Just take it back. It don't need to go all the way. Just a little bit then.
Yeah, just like 10
it. All right,
seconds.
put your earphones in.
I don't have headphones. I got a speaker. Just
Just play the shit. Don't give us no instructions. We know how to work equipment.
Guys, I put it up to 400% right here. You can't see it, but I did.
I got confirmation that it's very easily heard.
Not by anybody with ears.
I don't know who gave you confirmation, but
You're saying you don't hear that woman say that she's going to kill me.
No.
no, ma'am. I didn't. And I don't hear. And she's not a party to this either way. But I don't hear him say anything. So where's he saying anything?
The point is, I'm going to ask him about an email to show you this is how he distorts situations.
Oh.
Now, I have had this transcribed. Had I known that this hearing was going to be illegal, I could have had an expert. He does.
Wait a minute.
I will play it again.
Wait a minute.
Please.
Wait a minute.
Ma'am,
Christine,
Yeah.
Do you often invite an expert to an illegal proceeding?
She was gonna have it transcribed.
By who? A mime?
It's
Because
like
I didn't
her
hear
dolphin
shit.
ears. She has dolphin ears. Okay, just listen.
My God. I'm about to bring Nestor in here, and Nestor's going to have the final say because he has excellent hearing. I
And
promise
you can't see it, but during the video, during these sections, I put the volume up to 400%, which is why I think you could hear like the background noise of the clicks and stuff.
Yes.
But that's not even what it sounded like just on the regular video. I just wanted to really put it up high so that we could hear anything if it was there. It's not there.
Snake, I promise you, I am listening.
Me too. We're all listening. I got 27 people in here watching this shit, Miss Porter, and none of them heard it neither.
Okay, what did you just hear?
Nothing.
I didn't hear anything, ma'am.
Not
Go
shit.
ahead. Ask your next question. I didn't hear anything. Ask your next question.
What an absurdity.
Yes, it is an absurdity.
Okay.
Have you?
I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna get a piece of evidence.
Okay.
You have another question for him? Go ahead.
I do. I'm looking for another piece of evidence. Remember the email?
Oh, okay. Don't be
I have
snippy.
no idea what email you're talking about, but you have a question for him while you're looking for that.
Can we do two things at once?
So who is that woman? Do you recognize her?
Yes.
Did you bring her to my home?
Okay, so it's kind of obvious that they walked there together and out together. Next question. I mean,
no, it wasn't. It wasn't obvious. She actually came over by herself. So I don't think
okay.
Wait.
Come up later.
Wait.
Yeah.
Okay, so she went on.
To grab her.
Okay.
Are you aware that you have a restraining order where you're not allowed in my home?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Me neither. I don't know what
So
she's
in the
talking
final
about
parenting
either.
plan, have you ever read a passage that said you're not allowed in my home? You're restrained from coming into my home.
I do not know what you're talking about.
I don't know either. I don't know what
All
she's
right.
talking
Do
about.
I need to?
either.
Can
do I need
council
to-
stipulate to that?
Do I need to show videos like how many times you have come to
Do
my
does
place?
council need to stipulate
Yes.
to that, or do I need to find the passage?
Do I need to show videos like how many times you have come to my house?
Stop
You live right next.
arguing. Stop arguing.
I've
Please.
asked a question. Will council stipulate to that there is an order? There is that it restrains each other from entering the household of another.
So I will, if there is, Mr. Shaw can answer it, but it's not called a protective order or a restraining order. It's
Sure
language
isn't.
that's fairly common in a divorce.
Yeah.
It says both parties are restrained.
And
That's
that's
not in a
typical in
restraining
divorce
order.
cases. It's not a TPO like this.
I'm asking,
Mr. Shaw, is the typical, don't harass, is that in the?
is it typical for people to come into their house? And you
Actually
seem to
have
really,
the-
really want to make excuses for this guy.
Actually, if
I
she-
I'm not
really want
making
to drink right
Can
now.
I come to your house and act that way?
if she wants the court to
Shailesh, can I come to your house and act that way?
Ms. Porter, are you threatening the court?
I'm asking Shailesh.
No, answer me. Did you just say that to me? Are you threatening this court?
Oh dear.
With what? I don't even understand the
You
question.
said, can I come to your house? Was that directed at this court?
No, I said,
Okay.
Shailesh said,
There is standard language that's in divorce.
well, I appreciate that you see that as threatening. I appreciate that. I would like judicial
You just
notice
told
that
me you
that
were
was a
coming to
threatening
my
video.
house, Miss Porter, and you have no business here. That would be a threat to me. Ask your next question.
Contempt.
I'm sorry, what? I didn't hear you.
Ask your next question.
No, I apologize. I did not catch that.
Okay, ask your next question.
I thought you record everything.
All
Transcribe
right,
it,
so
bitch.
are you aware
Huh?
that you should not come into my home
Hi, Jeanette. Good to see you,
by
babe.
order of the court?
What lasts
It does
forever?
not say that. It's just a common language that's been put in there.
Well,
So you
does not
believe that
say-
you are allowed to have entry into my home at will?
I'm going to object. She was on the porch like any person could come and knock on the door.
No, I will go back to the video and show
Oh God,
you
please
where
don't
he
show us
is
this
in
Blair
the
Witch
video. This is
bullshit video,
absurd.
please.
Also,
I cannot even get this man to.
judicial notice, he was in the video. Next question, please.
Pardon? I didn't catch that.
Saw the video, he was in it. Next
No,
question.
he was in my home. He was in my home.
It appeared that they were all outside. I didn't see the inside of your house. Next question, please.
Well, then I will replay the video.
Oh God, no.
This was on your porch.
It was on my house.
No.
Your outside on your porch.
No, he was inside my house. I will show the video again.
Wait, that was in your living room? What room in your house
Yes,
was that?
he was in
What?
my living room. 1 second, please.
Do you, ma'am?
No, I've been through the agreement and it
people
just has
don't-
the parties shall live separate and apart from one another and shall be free from interference, harassment, and molestation from the other.
So
Oh,
it is the standard divorce language.
yes.
Although she wants me to submit the J&D, it has detailed findings of her harassment and mental health issues in it. I would be happy to tender it as an exhibit.
Vincent's mixing here.
I apologize.
was on the
Did he just say
curtilage,
that's my
ma'am.
mental health?
I will let the J&D speak for itself.
Uh-oh.
Would you like for him to submit the order so the court can look at it?
I didn't understand the question.
Would you like for him to submit that order so I can look?
Say no.
For the purpose that he's paying for my house.
No.
You want me to look?
I honestly, Jesse, I think this is causing more conflict because I feel like you.
Ms.
I
Park,
should be
you're
able to-
saying that there's something in the
Herself.
order that's restraining language.
No. Can you not agree that that was inappropriate and that was wrong and that was high conflict? And that I felt threatened. Why is he allowed to come into my home whenever he wishes?
Never too late.
Would you like for Mr. Shaw to submit a copy of the order so that I can read that order to see the language that's in there?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
All right. So
Okay, Mr. Shaw, if you email me a copy of the order
you should already
separately.
have it as Exhibit 10.
All right, do you mind emailing it? If
Okay.
it was submitted to Ms.
I
Freeman.
also have it in my
Okay.
thing.
What is your direct email so I don't have to look it up?
Email it to Ms. Free. She'll email it to me.
I
Okay.
can email it to you. I have it.
Okay, there you go. Ms. Millard will email it to me. All right, so go ahead with your next question, Ms. Porter, while I get that so I can look at it. What's your next question, Fran?
All right, I'm going to show my screen again.
Oh, perfect.
That's your desktop now. Just make sure you're sharing your screen. I don't want you to share something that you don't want to be sharing with the public.
That says it all.
All right, so this is an email from, I see an email.
Do you recognize this email?
Okay, go back up to the top,
Yes.
very top,
There,
very
keep
top where it
going.
shows the addresses.
Scroll more.
1 second. I gotta figure out how to move this.
All right.
You
No,
don't
I'm going to object. This is
you have
from
to
March
scroll.
of
You don't know how to
2022. I'm not
scroll?
certain what relevance it could have to the events that happened starting in July of 2022.
All right, so hold on, Ms. Porter.
Don't
Just
say
tell
shit.
me why this email is relevant.
It is
150
it goes to his
characters or less.
credibility as to how we saw the video and then this is how he describes it. Now, he has said he wasn't
She's so
intoxicated.
delusional.
I said he was.
So, hold on. So,
Wait a minute, wait a
Mr.
minute.
Shaw, she's saying that this described that video.
Oh God, they're giving me a fucking headache.
She's
Are
so
you about
delusional.
to read an email where you all are arguing, where you're making
No.
allegations and he's fucking refuting them? What is
Listen,
happening
No.
here?
She's about to read an email that describes what just happened, what we just saw to a T, the interaction. And then she's going to be like, do you see how he's exaggerating?
Oh Jesus fuck. Okay. Listen, I'm gonna let this part play because I need a cigarette. This bitch has went all over my nerves already.
I got it.
So okay, Ben.
The dates are,
You know that it does. Stop.
I don't know, maybe it
Wait a
maybe it
minute.
does.
Who are you, Vanilla Ice up in here? Stop. What's the next word? Collaborate and listen. Like you're just say stop too much. I'm over it. Out here directing traffic and shit.
Makes the
Our
video-
attorneys have already litigated it. Stop it. You're ridiculous.
Stop
You
it.
put it in
Ms.
here,
Porter, if you
dummy.
could please. Okay, go ahead.
Well, let her admit it. I don't.
I'm reading it, Mr. Shaw.
I'm better
Okay,
with
he's
being
like,
quiet
go
here.
ahead.
All right, I'm reading it. Okay. This now, hold on. Go down so I can see. This says Valerie. So this is him emailing you?
Yes.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me read. Okay. Okay. Okay, hold on 1 second. Don't move it yet.
Can you imagine those two at home during their marriage?
Hold on 1 second. Okay, you can go. Is there more beyond my lawyer correct? Is there more beyond that sentence? Scroll down if there's more. All right. Okay, and then is that the end of it or is there more? Okay, I got it.
Okay. So has this, do you recall this?
Yes.
His one-word answers kill me.
Okay. Do you believe that accurately reflects the video?
Yes.
Well, we saw the video. There's nothing in the video. We just came to ask. It was my turn to take
Answer
time.
yes or no.
Yes.
How good is our relationship, Shailesh? If for example, how would you describe it? Would you describe we're on good terms?
No. No.
No.
Have you ever invited me over to your home?
No.
Well, now you got to do that in a time frame because ever made me yes. So you mean recently?
He said no.
Ever.
Answer the question, yes or no.
No.
His answers
Have
kill me.
you ever
What? Think of a good one.
asked Yuri and I? Now, you agree that Yuri? Do you agree that Yuri is my partner? We have 3 children together.
I do not know about 3 children together.
Do you know Yuri Vala, the one you spoke here?
Yes.
Your Honor, I'm
I-
objecting to the relevance of any
So
of
tell me how this person and that is relevant, please.
Because he says that I'll read the email. Okay.
Read it.
But just
Yeah.
tell me how whether or not he knows that person is relevant, please, ma'am. Just answer my question.
Because I've asked about my relationship, and if Yuri's a man, I'm going to see if perhaps he has the same answer. If he is going to say, he says that he says here that
The
he and
comment on
Yuri
the
are on very
screen.
good terms. And I'm asking him if he is going to confirm that.
How is that relevant to this TP? I don't know how. This
Well,
is
you
something
don't-
that happened in March.
Yeah.
It goes to your credibility.
Sir, do you get along with whoever that person is? Yes or no?
Have you ever told him to go fuck off?
Okay, that's not relevant. Move on to something between you and him, ma'am.
Have you been vulgar together?
Ma'am, I don't care about whoever this person is.
Did you say Mr. Vala warmly welcome us? And that was you. Do you admit in here that you came into my home? Is that correct? You read those words.
We came into your home because he welcomed us. He was the one
Sir,
who
he
said,
warmed you.
come and ask
He
you
warmly
because-
welcomed you into my home.
yes.
Next question.
What was the occasion that caused such a warm welcome?
Oh my God.
Can we get back into like this TPO? Nothing in the past. This TPO, the events that led to this TPO.
The TPO is in the past. This is the same time frame.
Oh
No,
my
it's not.
God.
It is not.
Please move on to the next question.
Do you still stand by that this is an accurate reflection of that video?
That's the email that he sent. I got it. I read it. I promise.
All right, well, you slammed the door on us. Did that happen?
No.
Ma'am, I've read the email. That's the email he sent.
I'm not allowed to ask him questions?
Are you going to ask him to confirm everything that it says that he wrote the email. Sir, did you write this email?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, there you go. You don't have to ask him about that email.
I'm going to ask him then, did you hear me, as you say here, yell at a child, get out, kid, and then push that child out the front door? Is that what you...
Your Honor, it's
Oh my
not relevant
God.
whether she pushed a child or not in March.
She sounds like kind of like
It is relevant as to he is
evil
making
Phoebe from
accounts.
Friends.
He
hasn't
saying
alleged
he's
anything in
recounting
that
events,
regard.
just as he's recounting events here.
He hasn't
What?
alleged anything in that regard nor testified about anything in that regard.
Correct.
I say it has to do with his credibility. He is explaining events that we have to take his word for. Here we actually have a video, and
That
how
doesn't
he
show
describes
anything
it.
that you fucking claim it does,
My
ma'am.
objection is made.
Just for the record.
And
But
I want to know.
I have made notes about the email. I've got it.
I don't think you get it. I want to know if he actually remembers it. Remember, I said that he was intoxicated.
Do you remember sending this email? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
No, does he remember it this way?
He remembers it.
Oh my
He
God.
remembers cartoon figures, stick figures,
No
anime.
idea. Do you remember me pushing
No,
a
no,
child?
stop, Miss Porter. Stop. This
Clever
was
resistant.
you have
Porter's back
beat it
with
to
brand
death.
new
I
edition.
seen the email. He wrote it. I've read it.
Will
Say
she ever
notes
stop?
about
That
it.
is
I don't know.
absolutely not an issue. I am asking if he remembers.
You have. He remembers writing this email.
But was it true or not?
Oh, dear God.
Oh, dear God is right.
I can't understand why y'all are behaving this way. I
Me
think it has
either.
nothing
I'm
to
behaving
do
this way
either.
because I've got it. I've entered it into evidence.
I don't understand, Miss Porter, why they're behaving this way either. I mean, you're a fucking peach. What the fuck is their problem? Oh, there I go. I'm going to get another comment. I can feel it already. You cuss too much. Your language is offensive. Have you met her?
He wrote it. That's it. He wrote it. What are you going to mean? He's going to write a lie? He wrote it. I'm taking it for that. He wrote this.
No.
No.
I want to
Ms.
know,
Porter, please ask the next question.
were you intoxicated that night?
Huh?
No,
I wish I
Was
was
your friend
intoxicated right fucking now.
no,
Have you been drinking at
No.
all?
no,
Using any sort of drugs, prescription or otherwise that would affect your cognition or memory?
no,
No.
When you threatened to,
you,
when you
ma'am?
say that you were going to have me arrested for the child abuse that you claim you saw, sober, was that a threat, or was that
No,
a
I
real
object.
threat that you felt
What
you
is
had to
she
act
doing?
The
I
video
don't
had no
know.
such conversation.
It had no
Ma'am,
such
yeah, the email does.
conversation.
Miss Porter, Miss
Oh,
Porter.
hey, Brittany, you should
The
stay.
video spoke for itself. I
Hey,
took
Brittany
notes.
J, what's up?
I didn't hear that. Ask the next question.
Yeah, ask the
No,
next
the
motherfucking
email,
question.
the email says he's going to press charges for child abuse.
I saw that. There you go. Next question.
So,
This is the kind of judge I would be. Which that's
are
another
you
thing,
aware
you
that
guys. Listen. If y'all get me through law school, then I can escalate my career straight to judge. I don't even have to practice law. As long as
Man,
as
off
long
your
as I have
meds.
a bar exam and I'm licensed, I can be a judge. Can you imagine, y'all, what kind of judge I'd be? A fucking fantastic one.
I've been speaking with Wyatt, social worker at his new school.
I'm finna drop my cash app.
that is what you told me. So I have to go by your word. I'm not verified with it.
When did I tell you that?
Oh my God.
You just mentioned in your text message. But she's not here, so I can't speak for her.
Well,
Well,
I was not notified that there's already pending litigation that he's trying to litigate it twice.
oh,
Do I have to
sweet
pay to
Jesus.
defend myself twice?
Yes,
I
you
have an
do.
attorney for the other one.
Yeah,
I
tell
would
you
have
what.
shown up without
I'll
evidence.
tell you what. Please move on to the next question.
Please.
How would he know if you're talking to the
Well, I'm being punished because I didn't call her as a witness. She's called.
No,
What?
You're not being punished for anything.
Nobody is punishing
No,
you.
Is he really
doing-
allowed, or is he allowed to?
See what? Know what, ma'am?
No, I'm asking a question. I'm asking a question, please.
How would he know who you're talking to?
What I am asking you a question. This issue with the school is being litigated in a separate matter. Is that not correct, Mr. Shaw?
You're the one asking him
We
about
filed a custody
school.
modification, and that will be relevant in that proceeding, yes.
Is that not specifically noted as the basis?
No, there's multiple bases for the modification, including your mental health and well-being.
Is that please answer the question yes or no?
He
Is that
did
noted
just
as a basis?
It's
answer
a fact.
your question. You
It's an
didn't like the
element of
question.
the claim.
Or you didn't like the answer.
That doesn't
Hey,
exhaust
Connie.
anyone. So it's an element of the
Good to
claim.
see
So I
you.
have to defend that claim here, and I have to defend that claim there. Yet no claim was shown to me was that this was going to be litigated today. I am already waiting.
Ma'am, it's honestly not unless you're bringing it up.
Thank you,
You've heard
Judge.
That was the only thing
If you
he
would
talked
please-
about.
If you
That
would,
was the only thing he talked about. That was all the evidence.
okay, do you have any more questions for him?
Yes, what is the basis for your claim?
No, not
Here,
the
Shailesh
lawyer.
Manjanat.
Oh,
Why do
okay.
you need a restraining order?
Oh, because I can't figure it out. You seem
Answer-
perfectly fucking lucid. You seem like a wonderful, warm, caring person, and not at all like a Karen. Not even a little bit. I mean, I don't get it. I am shook. I can already. I'm just as baffled as you are, ma'am. I really am.
The question,
Completely
sir.
baffled.
Yeah, because
Because you're a
every time I send my
psycho-mosby.
child
Oh,
and not
here we
get him
go.
back, and when the Florida incident happened, you took him out of state and withheld him for 10 days beyond your stipulated parenting time. And also, like on the second incident, when it happened, you kept him, and despite knowing where his
The whole
school
basis
is,
of the
and
petition.
me sending you the details of the school, you did not take him to school for 5 days and kept him at home.
Ms. Porter, I believe you have also put in the last 3 that you're going to take your child out of the country. And in the breakout room, Ms. Millard said
Listen to
that you
this.
said that something about you were going to leave with a child.
I said I have a humanitarian visa, and I expressed that I believe.
Okay, stop. I got a couple questions for you.
Yes.
What? What's your humanitarian visa?
Yeah, I don't
What?
even know
Explain that.
what is a
Listen,
humanitarian visa.
I've sent you
English.
information.
The court does not look at anything ex parte. Explain to me your humanitarian visa.
All right. I've got 9 pages.
No, explain it to me. What's your humanitarian visa?
I don't know what that means.
What is it?
What do you mean? What is it? So when a country, for instance, I already have been recognized.
She sounds like Eddie Murphy from
a
The
persecuted
Golden Child.
individual.
Say, I want the knife. What happens?
Listen what she said. Listen.
To my
Listen what
family,
she's-
Wyatt, he has been recognized. I'm negotiating,
Listen.
and they have offered me a humanitarian visa because it has a narrative.
So who has done this? Tell me who has recognized.
I'm looking this shit up.
That's confidential.
Oh,
No,
Listen what
you
she
got-
said.
I'm asking you.
Are you kidding me? So the protection is from this court, and it's not from you. It's not from you. I think that
Who is it that has given you some sort of protection? What country? I mean, what are you talking about?
yeah.
I'm talking about Wyatt and my family
Okay.
Uh-huh.
getting a humanitarian visa.
From whom? That's right. Whom? There are several countries that
You understand that I understand where you're coming from, but if this county is already being represented in that court, so
wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute.
From Voltron.
Okay, explain that to me. I'm really trying to understand.
Of all the
This
places you have to
state
lie
is
about,
being
listen what she
represented in
says.
what court?
it's complicated because of Brexit, so I technically have to. I have obviously been offered asylum in Moscow.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
If it's necessary. I think that
Whoa.
Okay.
Okay.
She said Russia. I cannot.
Well, let me see which countries. Let me just look this up. Which countries have humanitarian visa? Iraq, United Kingdom, Germany, Syria, Australia, and Somalia. I don't see
The judge is like Russia.
Russia. Who?
Oh my God.
What Russia? Who qualifies as humanitarian? What qualifies?
Oh my God.
You have to be. Oh my. Nope.
So you've been offered asylum in Russia. Yes or no?
Wait a minute. Let me ask this question. When did this? Is this like recent? Is this in the year 2022?
Yes, it is. This is like in September. After we're at like basically almost war with Russia. The judge even says we're kind of having a problem with Russia right now.
We're based Russia.
I said I have also been offered asylum in Russia. The humanitarian visas are for my children. They are legal. They are legal. And Shane has had an opportunity to argue, and he has lost it.
Okay.
Okay, hold on, I'm trying to figure out. So which court are you arguing this in? I guess what
it's an it's more of an, you would call it an administrative tribunal. Yes. You know exactly what humanitarian visa.
So, ma'am, I'm asking you, Miss Porter, because I'm trying to figure out what you're saying.
Yeah,
are you in front of an immigration judge?
No, I'm not. I was. So the district DA, Judge Whitaker.
No, Judge. Okay, hold on. Judge Whitaker is not a DA. That is a judge.
That's a judge.
She's the deputy DA. She was.
She worked in the appellate.
I was sexually assaulted by a police officer and a man named Jackson Alley. Judge Whitaker framed the police officer for the assault. I was actually assaulted by both.
What?
Then I experienced a series of I will read it. Then
what?
You asked about it, you're gonna get it. Then Shane got with the rapist, Jackson Alley. He took a plea deal, and then he litigated it in front of Judge Whitaker. Judge Whitaker had already had to cover it up once.
Oh,
she was terrified to do it again.
What are you talking about? Cover it up. Explain that to me. I'm trying to.
Yeah.
She framed a police officer for my rape, and it wasn't him, but it was expedient. I will have to read it to you.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, just fucking.
So tell me
when I present it.
Because your story.
What is it you're wanting to show?
You're asking me.
Are you wanting to show an order, a petition, an email? What is it you want to show?
You said, what's the basis?
No.
You said you want to show something. So what is it you want to show me? A text, an email?
It was an affidavit.
An affidavit. Okay, who's this affidavit from?
This is for me. I was trying to explain to the court what a humanitarian visa is.
Look at his hat.
Sure, go ahead, share it.
And I repeatedly say through this affidavit, which I had given Marcy.
Feel free, share it. Go ahead.
Fucking read it.
How do I share a document?
Oh, we get there.
So you got to take the screen down you're sharing and then share another one. Now you do another screen share. It's not sharing yet.
Okay, is there a way that I can deliver it to you?
You shared your screen before. You can't share your screen. You have to pull it up and share your screen like you did before.
Mr. Manjanot, do you know who Jackson Alley is?
It's not sharing yet, Miss Porter. I just see you.
You have to share it.
Right, how about you? Until you figure it out, how about you move on to the next question?
That was my next question.
Okay, go ahead. You know who that is, sir?
I just know from her telling me just now that that was
Yes or
her.
no? And
Just
then you can
now.
offer an explanation. Do you know who he is? Yes or no?
Yes.
All right, next question.
Have you ever met him?
No.
You've never met
He said
Jackson?
no.
He
Next
said
question.
no, move it on.
She's gonna send
Have
an
you
owl
ever
from
called him as a
Hogwarts.
witness in any of these custody litigations?
No.
Have you ever had your attorney seek him out
Thank you.
and
Happy birthday.
have him be called as a witness?
I haven't asked my attorney to do that. If my attorney did that, I do not know. You need to tell me which specific attorney are you talking about.
Did you not submit hundreds of documents from
Hundreds.
Jackson Alley to the custody evaluator?
Your Honor, I'm going to object. There's no relevance. She's made the accusation that I don't even know who this Jackson Alley is.
Me
that
either.
Jackson
Who
Alley
is
raped her.
Jackson
I
Alley?
called him as a witness to intimidate her. Now she's talking about a custody evaluation.
Hey, I have no idea why you're acting like you don't have anything. Why you
Okay,
don't know that.
look, Ms. Porter, please stick to the issues at hand. This isn't
Yeah.
a modification. This is just the very limited scope. Move
But
on.
we're going over the issue of the modification.
What's this?
We're not.
Oh,
We're not talking about the modification. Okay, you're sharing this. Gotcha. Okay, scroll down just a tad.
Have you ever been called for any litigation regarding this?
No, you're talking about something that happened in 2008. I met you in 2014. So
That's a no. That's a no. Thank you.
No,
Next
No.
question.
no civil litigation that the state is trying to settle with me
I do
regarding
not- I do not know what
regarding your conduct in the custody and the mistakes you induced.
I do not know what you're talking.
no,
Have you
none
ever,
of
have
us
you ever
do.
testified
She doesn't
or
know
given
either.
a statement?
That's
Maybe
okay.
not testified, but given a statement.
I just
She
know
starts
that
getting a
we
little
went for
more
a divorce trial.
Desperate.
Like,
Like,
I
And
can
we
have-
filed custody modification last year. We again filed for a custody modification.
some
So whatever you
flu
see on the
powder right
Fulton County
about now.
Superior Court, the case is open. That's all I'm aware of.
Fulton County. I know
And
where that
close.
is.
Next question for him, ma'am.
I'm
That's a-
asking for a continuance. I will bring someone from Chris Carr's office.
the judge
I
is mad
believe
again.
that this is a serious
Okay,
matter
sir.
and it deserves serious attention. This was sprung on me and
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. We
No,
had a
ma'am.
new court date set at the last hearing when Miss Millard was appointed as the guardian, which by the
yes, but I
way,
did not expect you to unlawfully extend it past the 30 days you are legally allowed.
ma'am, you were served. There's an affidavit by the, there's a service affidavit filed by the sheriff's office. We started it. I am allowed to continue it once we've started the hearing. Move on beyond that. Do you have another question for him?
I repeatedly asked if I can have a continuance.
Denied. Do you have another question for him?
Why did he get one?
He didn't.
You only got one so that Miss Millard could do something. Do you have another question for him, or do you need to tell me your side of the story, ma'am?
I'm asking you a question, a genuine question. Are you allowed to take judicial notice? You said that I was served August 8th with what?
Well,
Would've been
not a
August
not
17th.
not
August
not a
17th, ma'am.
geniality award. I'll tell you that
With
right
what?
fucking now.
The TPO, ma'am, the ex parte, the petition.
That's
the
why
order.
we're here.
Do you have another question for him, or would you like to testify on your own behalf?
No, I'm asking you.
Oh.
Ma'am, you don't get to ask me questions, but you were served on August the 17th.
Okay, is Ms. Marcy, is she appointed through the modification?
She's appointed through here and the modification. Do you have another question?
Yes, may I have a copy of the order? I haven't received it. That is my question. I haven't received it.
What is
Ms.
that?
Millard, send her a copy of the order. Next question. Do you have another question for him?
Mhm.
Oh boy. Do you have it's
Do
do
you
you
have
have,
another question for him?
oh,
Because it's rolling into 5:07. So do you have another question for him, ma'am?
I'm trying to put it up.
Okay, no, ask him a question.
No, I'm
No,
trying to
ask
get
him a question.
no.
Okay, did you change? All right, so
Oh, geez.
it seemed like your attorney made the admission that you moved without giving any notice?
Ma'am, I don't care.
Thank
Take
you.
that
None
up in
of
front of
us
the judge
care.
that's handling the modification.
None
'cause
of us
I'm not
care.
handling that.
Thank
Then
you.
what?
Miss
then-
Millard, hold on.
Then
Miss
what is?
Stop, Miss Millard. Who's handling the modification?
Judge Ellerby.
Have I been served in that?
I don't know. I'm not Judge Ellerby.
I'm asking Marcy.
Wicked skinny, and she has brown hair, not all this salt and pepper. We look completely different. You would never mistake me for, I'm mistaken for Judge Angela Duncan, but not her, not Judge Ellerby, that's for sure. So please ask your next question.
Yes, for the love of Pete.
Next question.
She's
I
thinking.
believe I had a question.
I love awkward
on the
things.
floor.
That's about the modification and something in Judge Ellerby's courtroom. I would not, nobody on here can answer what's going on in Judge Ellerby's courtroom except Judge Ellerby.
Can someone,
Amen.
then you can someone,
Ma'am,
it was about,
Ma'am, I am
no,
begging.
no, please.
Me,
No,
I'm
no,
begging
no,
too.
I'm trying to ask him a question. Can I ask him a question?
No,
Oh
ma'am,
my
no, ma'am.
God.
I'm muting you because you keep talking over me. I have given you so much leeway. So much leeway.
Yes, yes.
You're talking about stuff that is not relevant. Mr. Shaw, I don't know, has kept his mouth shut. And I've litigated against Mr. Shaw, and he stands up every time I used to open my mouth in court. He stands up, waves his arms, makes a big deal out of me talking. So I've litigated against him. I don't know. He has sat there quietly, which I'm really impressed with. I've litigated against Miss Millard, who used to jump up and down every time I opened my mouth too. They both made a huge deal. Like Alex Manning didn't know what she was talking about. Sometimes they were right, sometimes they were wrong. Now, I want you to stick to the issues at hand. Judge Ellerby can handle everything else. But Miss Porter, let me warn you.
Yeah, warn
I'm
her,
really
Judge.
being patient here. Judge Ellerby is patient, but she likes you to get to the point.
Me
And
too.
you were on, what was the name of that? Anybody know the name of that Braves player that time that was
I
late
love
to the
this
game
judge.
because he was like, he couldn't figure out how to get off 285? Long time ago. Remember that? He was like looping 285 and couldn't figure out how to get to Fulton County Stadium, which no longer exists. But you're on
Every
285
person.
and you can't figure out how to get off. I need you on the connector.
Every person in Georgia doesn't know how to get off the 285
I never, ever get on 285.
because Georgia, everything in the Atlanta area, it's like a big circle. So if you want to go north, right, you need to go east for 72 miles, then back west, then south, and then you can start going north. Georgia streets make no sense. That's all I have to say about that. Love the state, love the people. The streets are ass.
I stay on the connector straight up and down town. I need you back on the connector.
Thank you.
Do you have another relevant question from Mr. Shaw's client?
Really relevant, not your idea.
You're
of
on mute. I
relevant.
muted you because you're talking over me. Take yourself off mute and tell me if you have a relevant question. Because if not, Miss Porter, I need to hear your
Wait a
side.
minute.
Because we're
We're going to have
going
to
all
stop
night.
this right now. Ma'am, Miss Joan Kelly, Dallas-Fort Worth roads make absolute sense. I can get around anywhere at any, if I want to go north in Dallas-Fort Worth, there's 87 different highways and byways and side roads that I can take to go north. And I just go north. I don't need to go west. I don't need to go east and then back south. I just fucking go north. There's no way on God's green earth. Now, I like you, Joan Kelly. But I am from Texas. I have lived in Texas almost my whole ass life. I learned to drive in Texas. And when I went to Georgia, let me just say this about Georgia, okay? That's the onlyest place in the whole ass United States where there is a posted minimum speed limit on a freeway, and motherfuckers do it. Who drives on the freeway at 40 miles an hour? Georgians.
Yes, my question I was in the middle of asking is, so have you asked for monetary damages
No, I'm just kidding,
in this TPO
Joan. But I do love Dallas-Fort Worth. That's where I'm from, so.
for pain and suffering?
Huh?
No, there's no such thing Next question.
I asked him if he asked for that.
I'm telling you, there is absolutely no such
Pain and
thing.
suffering.
I've got
That
pain
doesn't
and
answer my
suffering.
question.
I'm telling you, there's no such thing. So if he asked for it, he would get it. There is no such thing as pain and suffering.
So were the Florida texts about pain and suffering?
I can get lost.
I don't
in
care
club,
about
but
what happens
not
in Florida.
DFWI.
I don't
But
care.
that's 'cause I
Please move on.
lived there
Were any of
almost my
these
whole life.
texts that you showed today about anything other than Florida?
Momo.
Answer the question.
Also,
What'd Momo say?
yes, it's more than Florida. There have been two
Russia.
instances, second instance where
Russia don't want
you are
her.
getting-
No, I asked about the text that you showed.
Ma'am,
Bring
just
in a
ask-
full access
he's answering your
to
question.
babe.
Here's the thing we learn in law school. You ask a question, you may not like the answer.
Right.
That's why we're taught in law school day one. Never ask a question you don't know the answer to.
Correct.
I've done it. I'm sure Mr. Shaw's done it if he'll admit it. And I bet Ms. Millard's done it.
Yep.
Yes,
That's the question
you said earlier that they
Mute
were
her.
all in Florida.
Mute her.
Miss
You just
Miss
mute her.
Porter, you're in Georgia. Please focus and ask him a relevant question. Please. I am begging you, Miss Porter, to ask him a relevant question.
Shailesh, were any of those texts about Florida?
All right, Your Honor, I'm just going to pipe up here. The text speak for themselves. Some were from Florida and some were from Georgia.
All right,
There
I
you
didn't. I that was not clear at all. They all appear to be from Florida.
I don't care. I've read it. I don't
Nobody
care if
gives
they
a
were sent
shit
to
about
In
fucking
fact,
Florida.
You said they were in Florida.
Miss Porter, I don't care if they were sent from Moscow. They're
Georgia, only talk about Georgia.
Miss Porter. Read them. I've considered them. Please move on to your next question. I don't care if he sent them from Zimbabwe.
But don't you see it's important for me to his argument? I don't even know what state he's talking about. Do you not agree?
Georgia.
No.
I care about Georgia.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not a
all we
lawyer
care.
in Florida.
Yeah.
And I'm not born in Florida. Stick to Georgia, stick to relevant, and move on. Please ask him your next question.
Are you being investigated by Florida police for calling in the human trafficking violation that got us stranded in Florida?
Holy shit.
Have you been questioned?
No.
Sorry, maybe I didn't
He
phrase it.
said no. Ask him the next question.
Please, for the love of Pete, ask him the next
Let me
question.
be. I'm
No,
sure
he
you
said no. Ask him the next question, please.
that wouldn't make any sense. You not. Then how would you have any information?
He said no.
Yes. My question is then how would you have any information about Florida?
You're the one who wrote me an email saying that you're being investigated. You're the one who sent you the text message that the Florida CPS is investigating you.
Next question, ma'am.
No,
Oh my
I'm talking
God.
about the police.
He answered
You're the one who sent an email
question.
that the police are investigating you.
There you go, ma'am.
Call the
There's
Popo
that
Pope.
question you didn't know the answer to. Please ask the next question, Ms. Porter.
The police are investigating me
Elaine.
for
Ms. Porter, okay, do you have another question for him? Because if you don't, you can
what are the
testify.
police investigating me for that you claim I told you?
The police, please ask him a question and then you can testify.
No, I am asking a question.
Ma'am, he's not the police. He cannot answer that question. Move on.
He does not know what the Popo
I am
is doing.
asking him.
He doesn't know why the police know why
He
they're.
claims that I told him. I am asking him what specifically I told him.
That would be hearsay.
that made him come to that conclusion.
That'd be hearsay.
I'd be hearsay and
personality
I
But
don't
is
so
know.
I don't understand what Florida has to do with the basis of the
Sir, answer
TPO.
the stop. Sir, answer the question.
So you're the one who told me you're being investigated by the Florida Sheriff Department as well as the CPS, and then we have tendered the evidence, the Osceola County Police report. So everything is in the.
I
police
didn't
report.
see that. I apologize. Can I see that?
Your Honor, I object any such.
No, ma'am, ask him the next question.
Yeah.
I can't see that evidence.
Because it's not in
He
this
said
court.
Please, ma'am, ask him that.
He said he tendered it. He said he tendered
Miss
it.
Porter, Miss Porter, please ask him a relevant. You know what, Miss Porter? Tell me your side. Tell me what's going on. Tell me your side. I'm really. You've got me curious.
Elon, if
I'm not
listen,
sure
first of all, let
exactly
me stop
what
you
the
right here.
underlining
None of us know.
That
None of us-
cross-examination is over.
None of us understand what the underlining issue is with you, man. But I will say this, Elon, if you're listening, sir, not only does this judge deserve a Tesla, if she's ever been, you didn't do it, but if she's ever been blocked on Twitter, unblock her ass immediately. The world needs
Also,
this
don't
woman's
date this.
tweets.
Don't date this, Karen.
No,
Pass this one up.
Elon. Pass this one right on up. And why don't maybe what you can do is pull some strings so she can get her what kind of a visa, humanitarian visa to Russia. Like, see if you can pull some strings, you know? Come on, Elon, help us out.
The TPO is, to be very honest. Mr. Shaw said he was not scared. He said it's only about Wyatt missing school. That is what he said. And whether I'm allowed to record things or not, in your opinion, that is what he will be held accountable for. We're not making fiction here. So I'm trying to understand.
Wait a minute. Bitch,
what this
wait.
basis is.
Hold up. We're not
making
making fiction here. You said you had a motherfucking humanitarian visa from Russia, of all places. Russia.
Is what
Get outta here.
if I'm to defend myself, what am I defending myself against? He
Oh
said
my
it was
God.
school, so where should I put my
Okay, so
time?
Miss Porter, let me fill you in.
Yeah,
You were
help
served
her
a
out.
copy of the petition in the order. You read it. Respond to that. Go.
Okay. So the copy of the petition mentions nothing about school. So do I still have to address it?
No.
Address what you'd like, ma'am. Go.
Just fucking do whatever you're going to say. Say it now. Let's go. Come on, Karen.
Go. Do you want to talk about him being in school? Go. Go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead.
Yeah, we want to hear it all. Mention it all.
Manginat,
No.
No.
Testify.
You're
Testify.
testifying.
Go ahead. I want to hear your side of this.
Yes.
my sentence begins with the words Mr. Manginat.
Okay, go ahead.
Mr. Manginat abruptly moved, and without telling me, this is well documented, and I expected that this claim already being
documented
filed
in the land of
and
make-believe or
parallelly
for real.
litigated in the same court.
Parallelly
had a
litigated.
different scheduled hearing,
Parallel.
and I don't
What is
have that
parallelly litigated?
information. He
Made up.
in the final court decree, he states that he gets the first week of school before school.
What?
That he exercised that for Grant Park neighborhood school. However, without telling me or Grant Park neighborhood school, he enrolled him and moved an hour away.
An hour away.
From me.
Okay, from you. All right, we're I got to
And
charge my phone.
the
So
school
could
was
you
not
wrap this up,
aware,
ma'am?
and the nurse was not aware either.
Well, I would
The-
imagine if the
what-
school
when
wasn't
Mr.
aware, the nurse wasn't aware either.
Manginat's new school, which is in Sandy Springs,
Okay.
when Wyatt's new school, it started a week after
Uh-huh.
the Grant Park school.
Okay.
So he thought that he gets 2 weeks, even though Wyatt didn't go to the Grant Park school.
all right, Joan, thanks for
So
popping in.
he's done this before. I didn't get any notice that he moved. And the school,
He should have
the,
moved motherfucking
counselor
universes.
who was a
Y'all
social
shouldn't be
worker,
in this school.
Right.
Mr. Manginat, shared the TPO.
Uh-huh.
I did not know about it. And she
Okay.
asked me to stay at
Mhm.
home because it was a complicated situation and she didn't know what to do.
Oh, God.
And I didn't know what to do. Mr. Shaw has been sanctioned before for having papers delivered to Shane's address and then claimed they were served. there. That was actually the last modification. He has been told time and time
Bye,
again,
Joan.
it's pending appeal. You cannot file a modification.
Oh,
He is
good. I'm glad
awaiting-
you love
he
it
is
here. You're
awaiting to
welcome
see
back
if the judge is going to
anytime.
award him more sanctions for
More
filing
sanctions.
that appeal when there's no clear jurisdiction. There will be no modification. That's what I was trying to explain
Oh.
when I was talking to Marcy. He has been told this is the third time he's tried to file modifications.
This isn't
If
about
it is still pending
modification.
appeal,
Okay, but
that
all
has
right.
to do with the pending litigation that you were
Mhm.
seeing on the first trial, which is
It's
being
complicated.
investigated. And I am trying to negotiate an ending to that.
Oh my.
And just
We're all
everyone wants an
negotiating an
ending to
ending
that.
to this.
And
Everyone.
that's
Judge.
it. You know, I
Literally
deserve restitution.
everyone.
Judge Whitaker has acknowledged she should have recused herself. The judgment is
God.
going to be voided. I mean, has acknowledged confidentially. I shouldn't have said that. I forgot this is public. As part of negotiations. I mean, some of this I can't talk about. But
Classified.
she should have. It's going to be void. And Sean knows it. He's been given a heads up. Shane certainly knows it. And the orders, I have gotten, I think it's 10 emergency custody orders in TPOs in the last 2 years. He's won none of them, but it's deprived me of my son.
I understand you. we wanna
Oh,
give it
okay.
a
Oh, you
day.
can interrupt.
but
Already. Am I testifying?
I'm making an objection, and
Didn't
that we
you
have to
interrupt
listen to a narrative, that's
sometimes?
fine, but none of this is relevant to a TPO proceeding.
Ms. Porter, how is this relevant?
Nobody knows, even Miss Porter.
Which part?
All of it,
Because
any
I
of
said I
it.
spent for a long time.
Which part?
Is it not relevant that the school that he served the school and then the school told me that the paperwork they have says I'm not allowed on their property? Is that
Oh,
relevant?
thank you. And
No.
5, 6, 7, 8. I appreciate that, babe. Thank you so much.
That is not.
It is not relevant. No, it is not relevant, ma'am. If the school has a TPO, they're merely enforcing it. Next.
Yes, but by telling me not to bring Wyatt to school, is that
No, they're
relevant?
telling you not to come
Am
to
I not
school.
being accused of withholding Wyatt from school? I could have sworn I was.
So get to that, ma'am. Keep going. Go ahead. Let's go. It's 5:23, ma'am.
Get to that. That's what I said. Mr. Manjanot has stated on the protective order, the temporary protective order, incorrectly that he lives at 756 Ormwood Avenue. He doesn't. That shows that he has lied about his address to me.
Oh my God.
In order.
Don't care about that. Take that up in the modification.
What? Please, can I finish? In order.
We're finished. TPO granted. The end.
In order for him to make me believe that Wyatt still goes to the Grant Park School.
That's how I
Instead, he
be.
moved him an hour away.
Away.
The first day, I was told on Wyatt's first day
Mhm.
that I had to take him
I'm
to school an
objecting to
hour
hear-
away.
At this point, I'm objecting to the hearsay. I've let it in, but at this point,
Now
Okay,
it's just-
Y'all,
Come on,
don't worry.
here.
The judge
Come on,
goes
here's
in on
it.
her at the end.
No, you're trying to tell me what the counselor said.
That's
Can't hear
hearsay.
it.
No. I am
Yes,
saying
yes.
what Mr. Manjanot said.
Were
Oh.
you there?
He was speaking to me.
No, I wasn't there.
No, I wasn't there.
Mr. Manjanot did not tell me that Wyatt had moved and changed schools an hour away into the very day that he was to attend. And if it is hearsay, and this is not an issue that it was originally brought up, and in fact, at the last conference, he said that he was not going to bring this up. And if you call it a hearing, well, then my goodness, that's on the record.
Miss
He said he
Porter,
was not going to
Okay,
bring
Miss
it up.
Porter, I'm
He
gonna
was
stop
saving
you
them
right
for the
there.
modification.
talk about things that
Ms. Porter, you're trying to come off as sarcastic and witty, bitch. You're failing. Stop it. Okay? Leave it to the professionals, all right? Me and Christine G will be the sarcastic, witty bitches in this courtroom. You just say what you know, Keep it to 150 characters, okay? And go.
I should be
Entire
able
day,
Oh,
I have been listening to you, listening to you, listening to you, listening to you. I just want you to respond to the allegations. Once you've responded, move to the next thing. Please,
Yes.
Ms. Porter.
For the love of
So the
Pete.
allegations are that, so as far as the Georgia thing, it's my understanding
Oh my
that
God.
was
This is
him
out.
believing that he could take the 2 weeks. Do you understand that?
No. I don't
So
understand.
you have
that.
to,
Smarter than I sound, Miss Porter. I can promise you, I'm smarter than I sound.
I didn't understand that.
I'm smarter than I sound. I promise you, and smarter than I look.
I'm speaking about the final order. Do you have that?
Me if I understand something. Yes, ma'am, I do. I passed law school and the bar. I can read. I get it. Please, please, please.
I'm not sure how that has to do with me being an effective.
You just asked me if I understand something.
Yes, that I said. I'm asking about if I'm being effective. Am I being smart?
Elon,
Please don't
No.
take it
man, this
personally.
element
The
from
answer is
Twitter.
no.
And
No.
am I effectively communicating it to
No.
you? That's all I
Not at
wanted
all.
to know.
No.
Is there
Also
anything?
no.
Is there
Or
anything?
I'll just keep talking and talking and talking and talking. I mean, I don't know. I can't win with you.
She's
Man, this
a
has nothing to do with winning. This has something to do with stating your case, him stating his case, and then it's the end of the case. So, is there anything else you would like to tell me?
So in the final order, it says that he gets it the week before. He gets Wyatt the week before school.
It's it.
He
What did we get?
because he
Jesus.
withheld his address and that he had moved and then wouldn't be eligible for
OMG.
ANCS. And he was in Sandy Springs. He still
What?
took that week. So that was a week he withheld from me. Then
This is
the
about
next
This
week,
is about a protection order.
he withheld Wyatt again because the school
Yes.
started a week after each other.
Anaphylaxis.
And
Absolutely.
then
100%.
He said he's going to, he doesn't go here. And then he told me a different school that Wyatt went to.
I think this bitch is the reason doves cry, period.
So if this is litigated here, will it have to be litigated in the modification?
I can't tell you what Judge Ellaby's wants to hear. Judge Ellaby's going to want to hear what she wants to hear. But right now,
So I have, I'll address the Florida accusations. I'm unclear, you know.
okay, so hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Hold
You
on.
know, you remind me of, I don't know if you ever heard of this guy, Steve Shoemaker, likes to go up on these tangents that aren't relevant. He likes to go up on these Colorado tangents. I'm like, Mr. Shoemaker.
Your Honor, I don't want to be disrespectful, and I'm going to try to say this as nicely as possible, but this lady here is not working with a full deck, ma'am. And it's hilarious as your reads for filth of her are. She ain't getting it. This is a woman who played a video for you in which she alleged that 2 people had said that they were going to KILL her. I think I added an extra L. You see what you did to me, Miss Porter? You done fucked me up. Nobody said that. She is not going to get your Mr. Shoemaker metaphor reference. I promise you. Just
I love this
give
judge
this.
for her
Me
tangents.
too. Me too. But this woman is not going to understand it. Just give this man his TPO and call it a day, babe.
I'm not a judge in Colorado. I'm a judge in Georgia.
Right.
So,
Correct.
listen. All right?
Moscow called their
You kept the
canceling your
child
visa. Look at that comment.
For TPO is all about Florida. Do I have to address them?
I tell you what, Miss Porter, tell me a thing. Tell me about this thing. Let me bring you to something that concerns me more than anything I've heard today.
Not mine.
Is this statement you made when you, Mr. Shaw, and Ms. Millard were in the breakout room? Address that.
Yeah, address that shit.
Do you have the chat records from the last?
The last
Once I
one.
delete it, once the hearing's over, it's deleted, it's gone. Tell me what you,
I
Ms.
said what I've consistently said to you and filed in court is that I have a humanitarian visa. Ms. Millard, it reflects very poorly on her, and I'm afraid that she's
Wait,
and
hold
I are
on.
not going to work
So
very
she's
well
trying
together.
to.
She's blatantly lying.
She's trying
You
to.
cannot get asylum unless you are in that country. That is
She doesn't understand that her having a visa or a passport and all that right now is working against her because they're afraid that she's going to take the kid out of country. So
Correct.
she's like fighting for why she's correct that she does have it's an opposite argument.
It's a ridiculous argument. And I'm sorry, Miss Millard, because I know you're only there to be an attorney ad litem and you're trying to advocate for this poor child. And you're doing a hell of a job because this woman is too damn much. And you're right. I don't
In
think
fact,
y'all
Miss
are.
Millard, you might be able to take the afternoon off. I mean, go ahead and get going.
Yes.
I think this
Yes.
one's in the bag. Go
I
ahead.
think you're good, ma'am.
Actually,
Enjoy your
impossible.
Friday.
But ma'am, you said you have asylum in Russia. And right now, American citizens are allowed to travel to Russia.
Sure ain't. Haven't been for a long time.
That's you're
I'm wrong?
yeah, yes, I'm talking about Wyatt. I have citizenship because of the EU.
You have citizenship. Where do you have dual citizenship? Russia?
No, but Yuri does. But
Oh.
I didn't hear you. Where's your dual citizenship?
when in England and Ireland, so that's technically the EU.
What?
The EU.
I'm
Bitch. The EU. The EU. Europe, you mean? The EU. So, what is that? First of all, let me just, do you know where Europe is in relation to where Russia is? They're not neighbors.
negotiating between both countries.
Okay.
When we came here,
No,
as,
hold on. I got
no,
a question.
look.
You have
Y'all
triple
know
citizenship.
geography
You're a
ain't my
citizenship. You're a citizen in England, Ireland, and the United States.
No, Yuri
it-
does.
it wasn't. You understand what Brexit is, right?
No,
Are you a citizen in
no,
England,
no.
Ireland, and the United States?
I require no visa for any country in the EU or England.
What?
Oh, you need a fence.
We're refugees from Northern Ireland. It's a complicated legal fiction.
Legal
Not that
what?
complicated, ma'am.
Legal fiction? Oh my.
You just don't believe I'm smarter than nothing. Anything else that's relevant to this TPO?
Yeah.
I don't see how that's relevant to the TPO.
Well, you're the one telling me you have triple citizenship.
No, I did not. I absolutely did not. I said I don't require a visa and I have citizen rights. I have been asked to move my dual citizenship to England. I'm in the process
What?
of that.
What?
So I basically don't have an answer exactly where I'm in the process of it.
Okay, well,
That's
you're
neither here nor there.
Russia.
I
Use
don't
yourself.
really understand how
Yeah.
that's relevant.
Ma'am, you're the one that told me you had asylum and you were going to
I think
Moscow.
you-
Jesus Christ.
I think she
I
meant
did not say
asylum,
that. I
like-
denied it. How many times
Oh,
can I deny something?
I don't.
That I
Anything
Christ.
else is relevant, ma'am?
Oh my sweet
I,
Jesus.
do you understand? I have denied it. What I have said is if I were to say to Marcy, I have asylum, that would be a threat like I'm going to Moscow. Do you understand?
What? No.
Yes, ma'am, I
Oh.
did. Thank you.
Oh Jesus, fuck you guys. I actually
need
understand
to-
what she's saying. She's saying for her to say that she has asylum is as equally absurd as saying that she's going to Moscow. That's what she's trying to say. Holy shit. Y'all, I
Wait,
done
what?
cracked. What she's arguing is that her saying that she has asylum is ridiculous. It's as ridiculous as saying that she's going to Moscow. That's what Moscow. That's what she's saying. But
I know,
she's
and-
argued that it's ridiculous that she said it in a facetious way when she said it. She was being facetious. That's what she's trying to say. You understand?
I forget. Why are we here?
Because I cracked the fucking crazy code and I want some acknowledgement.
I don't even know what we're talking about.
That's okay. Miss Porter doesn't either, and neither does the judge.
Put the one in chat if you're
A
having fun.
humanitarian visa is legal and the United States
I know
would
that's
allow
not what
it.
she
It is
said.
therefore not kidnapping. That's improper, very improper that was phrased that way. And I think I've been accused of several felonies without
Do you
evidence.
have anything else that you want to tell me?
I like bread
Yes,
and
you've asked me
butter.
to defend the TPO.
I like
but
toast
I
and
feel like there's
jam.
conflicting information as far as
Oh my goodness.
most of all of those text messages are from Florida or supposedly about Florida.
What does that mean?
All right. Mr. Shaw, do you have any questions?
No.
I just, she's violated the TPO since it's been in place. I'll ask her about that quickly. Have you not contacted the closing attorney for
No, they
Mr.
just keep
Manginus' new
moving
home
the things around.
and filed a Liz
He's
pendants
been
against
there
it,
this
claiming
whole
there's
last
still a
time.
divorce action open?
She filed a list.
The only Liz
against the
pendants
house?
I'm aware of in the divorce is from February of 2 years ago.
Did you not contact the closing attorneys that are working on
This
the
is
sale or the
Ross. I
purchase
forgot.
of Mr. Manginus' home?
I did not, and I would not know.
She's so petty. She tried to stop
Okay,
him
then let
selling
me
his
ask you
house.
this. Did not your
sure did.
boyfriend, what is his name again?
Yuri.
What is your boyfriend's name?
How is that
again?
relevant?
Yuri. His name is Yuri. Even I know.
Yuri?
Yuri?
Did you not send him to talk with the buyers of
You
my
guys
client's home
hold the
to tell them
phone.
that he has a criminal record and a
That's what I'm saying.
Look at her face.
Look at her face. You drug Yuri into this? What is wrong with you?
Look at her
Look
face.
at
She's
her.
about to.
I just now noticed and can read it finally what her name says. She's
Yeah,
got
it
her
says her
kid's
son's
name
name.
on there.
Yeah.
be in trouble. if they buy
Absolutely
the
not.
house.
That is
Okay, we're
absurd.
rewinding
You
that.
are
We are
ridiculous.
Trouble buyers of my client's home to tell them that he has a criminal record and that they'll be in trouble.
Absolutely
buy the
not.
house.
That is absurd. You are ridiculous.
All right,
That's a
that's.
sound.
And did you not claim that Mr.
You know what would have been funnier? Is if she did the full on Lucius Malfoy. How dare you? That would have been better. Not the, oh, I can't
Manginus
even do it because that shit's like one octave below only dogs can hear.
threatened your life by phone today or yesterday?
Yes, he did.
Who?
Do you have a record of
No,
any of
no,
those
no,
phone
I did
calls?
not. I said he threatened to kill Wyatt.
Oh,
now
God.
He was threatening to kill Wyatt now is the story.
That's what I
That's
said.
new.
Hey,
I
now
don't
we
have
have
another
information.
question. At the
Let's
end.
do it.
All right. Ms. Millard, do you have any questions?
I don't have any questions, but I would ask the court to address the payments of my retainer since Ms. Porter has not paid anything yet.
All right.
I
Ms.
guarantee
Porter,
you that
when do
guy
you
did not
intend on
threaten to kill
paying
his
Ms.
kid.
Millard? Because not only am I addressing it, but Judge Ellerby's going to address it.
Yeah, you
Okay,
got to pay her.
I don't think I've been served with this Ellerby thing. And everything that you're telling me, I don't know anything about. I just don't. Have I been served with an order? I don't see in your case that any order was released. So I've not been served. I literally have not gotten it.
It's about
Can
the
you at least
money.
understand that?
No, I can't understand that. She asked a very simple question.
The modification I have not been served with.
She's not talking
All
about
right.
that.
So, Ms. Millard has sent you a copy of the order. When do you intend on paying your portion of the guardian fees, ma'am?
So she is the guardian.
I will likely file. I have an attorney. This is for the other case. So this is that correct?
No, she's here because I didn't want to bring the child in here and in the modification. So that way she doesn't have, do double work. She's done it. She'll report to Judge Elby. When do you plan on paying her?
Yeah.
I don't.
Mhm. Never?
I fell asleep.
Appeal
30th
this.
of February.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
likely appeal it. I'll have my attorney. I'm just getting this order. I haven't read it. Yeah, I think that that's reasonable. What is she owed? I haven't gotten a bill. I don't understand. I don't
There's
understand.
an initial retainer. When?
What is it? How much is it? No one has contacted me. I've not been. You just gave me an order.
Your Honor,
Better
she
early
was served
imagine
via
about
Odyssey
$5,000.
on 9/2 at 3:21 p.m. She's a service contact.
Okay.
TPO.
Okay,
So when you're in, you get an email every time something's filed. So you were served with it because it shows in Odyssey that you received it.
I didn't see it. I'll have to, I checked Odyssey.
Okay.
When something comes to you, you gotta open it.
Of course I open it.
Okay, well, it was sent to you. Is there, what's her half of the retainer, Ms. Malone?
$17.50.
All right, it's $1,750. When do you expect to pay Ms. Malone?
I'll ask my attorney.
Is your attorney gonna pay Ms. Malone?
He legally can't.
Brad
but-
McDonald is my attorney,
Wait, that's a new
and
name.
I am quite sure that he's okay.
Wasn't it
with
Mike McDonald
me
earlier?
asking him
She said about 37
questions
different names,
as
babe.
to
I don't know.
to give you a legal answer on what can I not get advice from my attorney? Am I not allowed to do that? I mean, I'm
He's not
if I'm
here. He doesn't have a
represented,
notice of
but not
appearance.
here. Is it fair or not fair that
Life
if this
isn't
is
fair.
supposedly has to do with two cases, that you're asking me questions?
I'm about to
without
send
my
this hoe a
attorney?
bill for $11 billion at this
Okay,
point.
I'm not sure
done.
I'm following that.
Me neither.
None of us are
This is
following it.
almost like following Mr. O'Hagan.
I have not been served. I have
It's
not
all
been served with the
twice.
modification.
Okay, so stand by. Okay. Ooh, like Mr. O'Hagan gets banned from social media every time he opens his mouth. So stand by. Have you retained Mr. McDonald? Is he on a retainer for anything?
Yes.
What's he on a
Currently
retainer?
represents me against the last modification that Mr. Shaw still has open.
Be very
Okay, so
careful.
the
That's a
modification
perjury trial.
now.
No,
Have you
there's
given-
two.
Yeah.
There's two. Shaw has filed two.
Okay, so this one that's filed now, that starts with a 22. Have you given Mr. McDonald money for this case, that case?
I have not been served with that case.
No, that's not my question is, have you given Mr. McDonald money?
Liar.
How can I give him money if I haven't been served?
Ms. Porter, you said he represents you. I
Yes,
know.
in the modification case. Please, we have two modification cases. Open.
How do you have two modification cases?
And
I
he
don't understand
represents
this
me. You
either.
asked
You're asking the
Plain
good
and simple.
him on
question.
retainer. Yes.
Why isn't Mr. McDonald here today?
Well, he told me that you're not supposed to. We've argued this. This is the third time
Yep.
that we've argued this in front of you.
Mr. McDonald told you I wasn't supposed to do something?
Mr.
Wait till
McDonald
Mr. McDonald
argued
sees
with
this.
you a few months ago, the same issue.
Mr. McDonald's
You're
gonna
not
fire
allowed to
you.
hear it.
Wow. Thank you, Mr. McDonald. Okay, first of all,
You want me to read the order that you signed?
would you like for me to tell you, since January 2018, I have touched over 12,000 cases for domestic violence. So if I don't remember Mr. McDonald or you in a previous case, that's actually good. Because I don't carry any prejudices from former cases. So have you hired Mr. McDonald in, have you actively retained him in anything? Because everything that I see on Odyssey, which is the case, which is the software for Fulton County, everything with the exception of this and the modifications filed in front of Judge Ellaby is closed.
No, so he's filed a motion inside that closed case to have it set aside and have the other motion. Look, just look in it. It's his
She is
response
looking
brief,
in it.
okay? He put it in a response brief. So they're going to be merged.
What?
So he's just created a legal tangle. He's trying to pretend like he doesn't know that it's a strange, convoluted thing. If you look in his reply brief, he has asked actually for the judgment given in that modification to be set aside. That hasn't been heard. Brad McDonald represents me in that. Now,
Do you have anything else that's relevant to this TPO to say?
Absolutely
yes,
not.
I
try
object.
anyway.
This should have been heard in 30 days, as you previously ruled, and is Georgia law.
And it was heard. Next, what else?
When was it heard? I don't understand.
Okay. Do you guys understand what's going on here?
It was
No,
Look,
I do not.
Okay, so she's arguing that the time has lapsed, okay, because she's stupid. If the judge heard part of this case, and that's when she decided, okay, let me bring in the attorney ad litem, then it was heard within the 30-day time period, you dummy. It doesn't mean that she has 30 days to wrap up the entire case. That's not what the 30 days means.
Oh yeah, I got
Now,
that part.
when are you going to pay Miss Millard over here? That's what we really want to know. You going to answer that today?
heard, and it was
Probably
continued.
on
Next,
paper.
Miss Porter. Keep going. What else?
Yes. What else? When are you going to pay Miss
1 second.
Millard? No, 1 second.
Oh, she's gonna.
What are you reading, Miss Porter? If somebody is texting you,
I'm reading something from Mr. McDonald. Can you please? No one expected you to be acting this way.
That's a lie.
Mr. McDonald is texting you right now and telling you what to say.
No, I didn't
No
say he was
notice of
texting
appearance.
me. I'm going back to an email.
I don't care about an old case. I don't care about Mr. McDonald.
It's not about
God
an
bless
case.
I
What
don't
are you
care
about? What are you? I don't say anything.
This case right now, is there anything else that you need to say about this case? Leave Mr. McDonald out of it. Leave O'Hagan, Shoemaker, who else?
You
Will
accused me of texting someone.
Leave
I am
that.
excusing.
Or
tell me if there's
whatever
anything
the
else
hell
that you
guy's
need to
name was.
say regarding this specific case.
Should you
I've
get it?
asked for a moment to read an email.
No. And
May
I
I
told you
have-
no.
The judge is gonna get her. The judge is warming up.
Yeah, 1 minute, Miss Porter. That's it. 1 minute and I'm rolling.
No.
I would like to ask the court if the TPO is regarding Wyatt and Shane.
It's only about Wyatt. and himself.
Is Shalish Manjanati, is he being dropped?
It's about the child. It's on behalf of the child. All right, Ms. Porter, anything else?
1 second. I did file a response. I just don't see it online.
A response to what, ma'am?
An answer to the
To
motion.
the TPO?
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't care about your filing.
We are going to
Nope.
get a ruling.
There's not one file. I don't think. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. It's
Hang
pulling
in
out. What, okay, so tell me what your point is.
Yeah, please.
Anything else you want to tell me?
What was pulling up?
What-
I didn't understand.
Why don't you-
Anything else you would like to tell me?
1 second.
Let me tell you what the correct answer here is. I'm not an imminent threat or danger to my child. I'm a good mom, and therefore, there's no need for a restraining order against me, a TPO, temporary protection order, because I'm not a danger to my child. You've talked about every fucking thing else but that,
Okay, let me check.
big dummy.
There is nothing else that you filed. Anything else you'd like to tell me?
Can I complete what I was saying about
No.
the human
No.
trafficking? Am I
No.
being accused of
What?
harming the children?
Yes.
Ms. Porter.
You're being accused of being dangerous to your children.
In this
You were
case,
so
Wyatt.
definitely
No, then I
not.
would I need a
Porter.
defense.
Ms. Porter.
I'm telling you
You
right
were
now,
served a
you're,
copy of the TPO.
you're
You've
in
had a chance to
danger right
read it.
now.
You've had an opportunity to speak with Ms. Millard, which you were supposed to pay her. You didn't. You will pay her within 15 days. You neglected to do both.
Restrain
you
her to
called
the
Miss
island
Millard
of
a
Misfit
liar?
Toys. Oh,
Mhm.
Whatever you said about Mr. Shaw, liar, whatever, you said bad things about Mr. Shaw.
Mhm.
You probably said bad things about me because when I said I'm taking a break, you kept chatting, you kept screaming and arguing with Mr. Shaw.
Sorry?
So is there, I guess I didn't have it. Is there anything else that's relevant that you would like to tell me? In closing, go. You got 3 minutes. It's 5:47, and there's nothing that requires me to go beyond 5 o'clock. Go. Anything else? You got 3 minutes. Go.
Well, the only thing that is on the TPO is speaking about Florida. I'm going to take your word for it. You say that Florida is not relevant. Of course, I deny, and there's been no evidence. Said no one has actually accused me of harming Wyatt, presented injuries, said that I harmed Wyatt. And
I think everybody's saying is that your whole stank ass attitude and fucked up way of thinking is dangerous.
I'm not sure. Mr. Shaw said 3 times before this court that I pose no risk to Wyatt, and you're not worried about his welfare. I got it recorded.
Okay,
you're gonna be accountable for it.
Wonderful.
Who, me?
Record this shit.
You gotta.
You said you're gonna answer for it.
Okay.
Gotcha. I've heard it. I know what I'm doing. I've listened. I've paid attention. I'm taking notes. Thank you, Mr. Shaw. Anything? 30 seconds, Mr. Shaw.
Yeah, we made her case. She committed the felony of interstate custody interference.
I'm sorry, I object. There's been no case about.
Thank you.
It's argumentation. You don't object to argument.
Anything you want to say, Ms. Millard?
No, Your Honor.
All right. I am putting this in place for 12 months, ma'am. I'm asking that you do a psych eval, and as you follow all recommendations, you're also going to take the FBIT class, Family Violence Intervention Program. You will comply with my orders. You will take that psych eval. A copy of this order is going to be sent to Judge Ellerby. Ms. Millard, make sure Judge Ellerby gets this. You will take the psych eval and follow recommendations. You will be given a compliance hearing, ma'am, and you will show up. Because when you're not complying, every time you do, I can have a hearing on contempt and you can be incarcerated. Ma'am, you've got to pull yourself together for this poor little boy.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
This little boy is what matters.
Yep.
Miss Millard doesn't matter. You don't matter. Dad doesn't matter. Mr. Shaw doesn't matter. I don't even matter.
You're
this
right.
little boy is what I'm worried about. And ma'am, you are all over the place.
Sure is.
The court's going to get a copy of this psych eval. I'm actually going to pass on that psych eval to Miss Millard and the Judge Ellerby's chambers so that she can look at it in this modification. And ma'am, feel free. Tell Brad McDonald to email court. If you retain him in that case, I'll send it. I'll send it to Nick Hill. I'll send it to Meriwether Thorpe. I'll send it to anybody you want to. But let me warn you one thing, Miss Porter.
You send what email? Sorry.
I have put up with your disrespect for this court for probably 3 hours now.
Mm-hmm.
3 hours I've put up with this, ma'am. Don't put up with this. Ever. At my house, I'm not the boss. My spouse is the boss. And I can't do what I want. I gotta ask permission. But here, in this courtroom, I'm in charge. If you ever
Hey, Navigator.
speak to me like you spoke to me before,
you're coming in at the tail
not
end.
follow
You
my
missed a
orders.
good one, Navigator.
I'm gonna bring you into the courthouse for a love hearing.
Yes.
And one of the penalties is that we're going to hear contempt.
Woo.
You can pay a fine. You can be incarcerated. Ma'am, pull yourself together.
Yes. Send it to
You may not
Russia
respect
too.
me,
Warn
and I
that.
don't care. You don't have to respect me personally. You will respect this position that I have earned.
Yes.
No matter what anybody thinks. I've earned this spot.
Tell it.
I've been doing things since January the 1st, 2018. 12,000 of them I've touched, ma'am. 12,000. You will never speak to me in this position that I'm holding as you've done today.
Mm-hmm.
I would give this speech to him. I would give it to Mr. Shaw. I would give it to Miss Millard. Anybody else who was on here. Don't you ever speak to this bench the way you've done.
That's right.
And I will warn you, you call Mr. McDonald. Do not speak to Judge Ellerby like this or any other judge. I don't know what's wrong with people today.
Tell it.
No idea. But this, you're going to show some respect.
Mm-hmm.
I've earned it. Maybe not in your eyes, but I promise you I've earned it. And the only thing I care about right this minute, in this case, is this little boy. That's all I care about. Not you, not him, not Sean, not Millard, not anybody else. Because right now, ma'am, if we were live in my courtroom, I would have put you in jail 2 hours ago. By the way you're talking to me.
Oh,
But you know what?
Send the marshals.
I have held on to my patience.
Yeah.
There'd probably be some people that are
Send the
impressed
marshal.
with the fact that I've held on to my patience because I have, because I wanted you to be
I
heard.
am.
You've been heard,
I'm
ma'am. I
impressed.
read your affidavit. I've considered your evidence. I've listened to your testimony. I've watched your videos.
Mm-hmm.
Pull yourself together, ma'am.
All the
This is
way.
going to be put in place for 12 months. You are to have absolutely zero contact with that child. I will leave this in the hands of Judge Ellaby. If Judge Ellaby wants to modify
Oh,
this,
thank you,
Judge
Nonstop
Ellaby
Mom. I
can.
appreciate that. Thank you very
Miss Porter, I
much.
suggest you cooperate with Miss Millard.
Mm-hmm. You better learn how to be friends.
Pay her.
Pay her. Yeah.
Yeah,
Is she
15
muted?
days to pay her retainer. Ma'am, you think I'm playing?
A minute to take a breath.
Try me.
try
Oh,
me.
that's right. She said, try me.
Because the most important thing right now is this child. That's it. This child. This child is all that matters to me.
That's all family law.
This child is going to be safe. Not going to be taken to Russia or anywhere else.
Amen.
Believe it or not, Miss Free left for the evening. I'm not sure why she did, but she did. So, Mr. Shaw, Mr. Shaw, do you want to draft it? Do you want to wait so Miss Free can draft it? Do you have a word of the order? I can send it to Miss Free, and maybe
I'll draft it. I also just want to include that she won't, but it should be part of it just to make clear she's not to contact any business associates and such, like with the house issue that came up as well.
absolutely, and reserve attorney's fees, I guess, for Judge Ellaby.
I object. I'm sorry if we have business together and if it's
Judge.
about a Liz pendant from
Okay, of
February
course.
2019
Oh,
or
she did
business
file.
associates, I
Ms.
certainly
Porter,
can.
you're going to get an order.
Yep.
I'm putting this in place for 12 months.
Damn, the whole
That's
Mr.
year.
Shaw,
I'm
why don't
sorry.
you put that they're to communicate through our family wizard and to give Miss Millard.
Can I ask for the basis of this?
Oh, Jesus.
I have found by components of the evidence that family violence has happened in the past, and there's a reasonable likelihood that it's going to happen in the future. Miss Millard, so Mr. Shaw, if you put on there that they're going to communicate through our family wizard, and Miss Millard will have access to all of that.
Ooh.
All
Um,
right.
Well,
Are
there
we
was
doing a
no
compliance
evidence
hearing?
presented of violence.
Oh, sweet
What?
Jesus.
Three people talking at the same time. Are we doing
There
a,
was no evidence presented of violence.
There was a.
are we doing a compliance hearing? You mentioned something about that.
I tell you what, if he does that, I will get
Kicked out, so if the audio's fucked
Miss
up.
Free to send out a date for compliance.
It is.
So I'll get her to send. I want to make sure that
Hang
you've
on,
been paid.
I'll get it for you, babe.
One, and that whoever else you hire, Kresge, Sheila Edwin, I don't know, Meriwether and Thorpe, who else, Stern, Montgomery, you name it, ma'am. Brad McDonald. I urge you to hire Brad McDonald.
I have hired him. You just saw that I did. He's been my attorney for
Ma'am,
several
you
years.
don't recommend This one, I urge you to do that. And that will be the order of this court. Mr. Shaw, send it to me.
I will do so. Also a question,
Oh,
is the
gosh.
recording available for me to obtain a copy of it?
That'll be the order of the court. Anything else? Thank you, Mr. Shaw. Email it to me. Mr. Shaw, I'll have to email it back to you so that you, well, okay, I'll copy Miss Free and then you respond if you're going to e-file it or you want Miss Free to e-file. I know she's probably on her
There
way
you go
home.
in 5, 6,
Okay,
7,
yeah,
8.
that'll be fine. I'll be working this weekend. I got to catch up anyways and things. So
All right, thanks. This TPO remains in place. Mr. Shaw, if you have to do something down and dirty to get it to me so that I can sign it, please make this a priority so that this can be entered in GCIC. Miss Porter, you are not to contact that child. Period. Thank you. That's the order of the court. Everybody can leave.
Thanks, Ronna.
I thought she said everybody get laid, but then I realized that doesn't make any kind of sense. Woo!
Oh my gosh.
We have to find more of these. There has got to, and I know that channel is full of them.
Yes, full of them. It's a great
No,
channel.
yeah,
Your microphone's doing a crackly thing.
I don't know why. Probably because I'm
Or
moving it
maybe
around. Is it better now?
no. And maybe it's just me. I don't know. Anyways, that was fun. That was exhausting.
It was all my brain my amygdala is messed up. My brain stem is messed up. All the brain cells in my brains are like jumbled, and that bitch wore me out. I don't know how that poor judge did it for all that time. She exercised a measure of restraint that I have never, I don't think I'm likely to see again in this lifetime, because I don't know.
Everybody's in here just like stunned that we just watched that.
That was a really good one. That was a good one to pick. You did a really good job.
Oh,
She's a
thank you.
maniac. A whole month, a whole 12 months. I wonder if it got extended. Or will be
I don't remember if
extended.
there was an update about her or not. He does always like do the updates if he can, but he might. I'd go dig around on his channel. Law Talk with Mike. He's awesome.
Yes, go over there to Law Talk with Mike, because holy guacamole, that was bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Oh, making me sing songs I don't even like. I don't even like that song. I don't like Gwen Stefani.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Thank you for coming up tonight, Christine. I appreciate it so much.
Yeah, I'm glad we didn't cancel. I'm glad that
Me
was
too.
funny. God, that was
I
funny.
know. We have to, yeah, listen, y'all. Now, I know Christmas is coming, and I know everybody is stressed and pressed, but we're going to try to have a good time this week up until Christmas on this channel. I'll find some stuff for us to laugh at. I was thinking about talking about the Idaho 4, but you know what? That is a very sad case. And yes, while it does deserve attention, I think I'm going to put it off until after Christmas. Because today's the 18th, 24, 6 days. Well, 7 really, but whatever. So let's just the rest of this week or up until close to Christmas, let's just not do anything serious. Let's just deal with crazy ass people like this.
Yeah, totally agree. This time of year is hard enough.
It's hard enough. It's hard enough. Let's just deal with crazy ass Karens. How about that? So we're going to put a moratorium right now on talking serious talk until after Christmas. All right. Thank you guys all for being here so much. Thank you for
Good
the
night,
support.
everybody.
I appreciate
Thanks, Jen.
it. You're welcome, babe. Thanks for coming. Thanks
Love
for
ya.
that. Love you too. This was an excellent choice. This was a really good choice.
I'm glad you liked it, because I was like hoping and hoping, like when you like want somebody to think something's funny
How
or
could
whatever.
I not? She's a
That was so
fucking
satisfying.
lunatic. She's an absolute lunatic. How could I not?
All right, I'm gonna go. Love ya.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye, guys.
All right, you guys. So it's just us now. So thank you guys all for being here. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, don't forget to give your girl a thumbs up and share it out. And tomorrow night, I will be live again. And tomorrow night, we'll do something just equally as funny. I'll find us a good Karen. Mo's going to send me some stuff too. So we're just going to have fun the rest of this week on this channel. We ain't going to do nothing serious. All right. Good night, y'all. Have a great rest of your Sunday night. And I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.